Guardian down.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for spending your time with us today. Welcome to episode 210 of Guardian Downcast, a Destiny podcast. Hey, if you love to play the game Destiny 2, you've come to the right place. We're a couple of gamer dads that we played Destiny since that day one beta in 2014, and we're just as passionate about it today as we were back then. We discuss key topics and news within the gaming community so you can be in the loop. And we not only seek the stories of Destiny content creators, but we're a show that gives a voice to the stories of our Destiny community members out there. And in this game, that's what it's all about. We're the show that asks, you got a question for us? I'm your host, Todd, the Gator, and my co-host Hazel is here as well. How you been, man? Have you been able to take a breath? I don't know, last week you're working like 60 hours. Has it improved at all, or?
It has not improved.
Oof.
It's still just, I'm still just a pinata. But yeah, it's a thing. So, not much else going on. Pretty much just that. So, my daughter has a Kids Bop concert tomorrow.
Kids Bop. Very nice.
Yeah. That's one word for it.
I know what that is.
So,
yeah, I remember that with my kids.
Yeah.
Jeez. So
yeah. So, looking forward to that. And,
welcome to daddyhood. Yeah, wait till they're in softball and lacrosse.
Dude, she's in cheerleading and dance
team. Oh yeah,
dude, she's in cheerleading and dance right now, gosh. And gymnastics.
You're gonna you're gonna want to hope that they're not good enough to go to state, because you're gonna spend your whole summer going to state competitions, dude. I've been through that gambit, man. It's I mean, I love my kids, don't get me wrong, but damn, the things we do as parents, we give up all our time, it seems. So it kind of occasionally seems that way.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Well. But hey, if I wouldn't do it for them, I'd probably play in Destiny. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. Cool.
What about you, man?
Yeah, it's been a busy work week. I won't bore everybody with that, but it's I played some Destiny on and off this week. Done a lot of stuff with the community this week, and we'll talk about that next. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty status quo week. We've got some more YouTube drama we may touch with later in the show. But here's what we have lined up.
I can't wait.
I know, me neither. I can't. All right, never mind. But here's what we have lined up for everyone today. We're going to catch up, of course, with our week like we always do. And then Hazel's going to go over the TWAB and a very, very deep insider look at developer outlook, whatever they want to call it.
It's not that deep.
I was being sarcastic. Didn't you pick up on that?
It's not like Ron Jeremy deep or anything. It's more like...
I wasn't going there, but okay. But yeah, we're going to go over the TWAB and other related elements. Yeah, for the 9th week of Season of the Deep. And
I'm sure that won't get heated. I'm sure.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's already drama. But I was actually, Hazel, I was perusing the community questions from our Discord that we didn't get to in last week's live show, which I got to admit, man, I'm still a little hungover from that show. Not hungover in a drinking wise, but
I was going to say it took you a week to record.
No, it was just, there was just so much excitement and build up to the show, and I just wanted to thank everyone who came out last week. That was so much fun, man.
It was. It was super fun.
Such a great turnout.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. And we even had people were messaging us. Words are hard. People were messaging us after the fact, congratulating us as well. So thank you for everyone who.
Yeah. Thank you all.
Yeah. So, and well, like I said, since we had so many great Destiny questions out there, I figured, you know what? Let's try to answer as many as we can tonight as well. Yeah. The mountain will keep growing, but do you have something?
I was going to ask, do we want to tell everybody the news now? The news that we were going to save for the end. Do we just want to do that now and say that's why we're doing the question episode?
We do have an announcement to make. Shit. I wasn't really prepared for this, Hazel, but I'll just, you know what?
Well, we've been talking about this for
fuck it. We'll just do it live. I don't have a script or anything. I'm not really prepared here, but I need my script. But Hazel and I are,
So he says when he has his script out. Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to take a long hiatus.
Yeah, we are.
We're pretty much done with Destiny. We're just tired of how Destiny is treating us as players. And, I just don't see my place in this community anymore. I mean, what about you?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself. It's just, honestly, I mean, us, and we're big on, whenever one person says something, and especially a streamer, like if they say something that, it's gospel. So, with everybody leaving that are streamers, it's like, oh, well, I guess nobody plays this game anymore.
Dead game.
So
dead game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think we are going to keep the podcast, but I think we're going to move it to Diablo, or
I guess
Remnant.
I can start learning how to play. Yeah. We don't know what direction we're going yet, but, I think we're going to just take a hiatus from Destiny for now. And
yeah, just like everybody else.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to,
you should too, for sure.
Yeah. We're just going to follow just going to follow the crowd. And
yeah, exactly.
Dude, everyone in our Discord right now is going, bullshit. Did I just cuss?
I've been wanting to laugh so much at this.
I guarantee everyone is like, right.
Yeah, like this is a dead joke. We already know the truth. So,
well, it's like our
lifers.
It's like our I wonder how many people actually thought we had a real ad last week, because that was pretty convincing. I got to admit, you wrote that, by the way. That was very convincing. And of course, it didn't help. My tracks were coming in a bit early, but that's all right. It worked out. But yeah, we're tongue in cheek, guys. We're just laughing at the community as a whole.
We're just laughing
because
we got jokes.
In 3 weeks, everyone's going to be back on the ship.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't wait to see what Bungie's going to do next. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, Cross will be back, and he'll be like, hey guys, remember all this shit that I was talking, y'all? You know what? I was wrong. Dude, Destiny and Bungie are greatest company ever.
Dude, we don't need more shit for Laz to deal with right now. Okay, let's keep it to a minimum, man. Cross coming after us in court. Come on, man. But we got.
Hey, we have a space lawyer on our side. So.
Yeah, we do. We do have a Laz, but I'm sure he has a Laz too. I don't know. But anyway, I
wonder whose Laz is bigger.
I don't know, man. Ours is pretty big. He's downtown, man. He's got his own office and everything. It's pretty fancy. Last time we were down there, man. He's definitely moving up. But yeah, we're just pulling your chain. We're just pulling your chain. So
yes,
we're gonna go through questions from our community tonight, and hopefully Hazel and I won't go into too many rabbit holes and wring each other's throat. And then finally, we have another Scumdeth's Corner before we go tonight, and I'll be honest, man, I'm a bit worried. I have not listened to it.
Oh, I can't wait.
Everyone's fast forwarding right now. Get to it.
We'll get back to the show.
Yeah, how will you guys? I want to hear what Uncle Scumdeth has to say. Yeah, I won't get into that, but I'm sure he will at the end of the show. So, all right, Hazel, let's roll, man. Hey, thanks for listening to Guardian Downcast. You can find us on Twitter at Guardian_D_cast.
Or you can find us on our Instagram at Guardian_Down_cast and see what picks our weekly guests want to share with you. Or, you know what? Just visit our website at GuardianDowncast.com for all of our contact information and where else you can find us to play any past episodes you like in any order you like, right from your browser.
Man, don't or me. Hey, Guardians, while you're at it, follow our Guardian Downcast show playlist. We have it on Spotify and Apple Music. We post these links in our show description every week.
So check us out, and later, Guardian.
Toddles.
That just felt weird.
Why is that weird?
No, I'm just saying that for the...
Yeah, I'll edit that out, don't worry. All right, Hazel. How's your week, man? Let's catch up a little bit here before we get on to the TWAB. What have you been doing in Destiny this week, man?
Okay, well, we did scrims on Tuesday. That was super fun.
That was a lot of fun. But before you say the next word, Kogo messaged me and said, you need to clip those outtakes. I'm like, man, I never thought of that, but there was some funny stuff in there. The problem is there's so many people talking at once that I don't know. I don't know it would sound good, but, I may do that next time we do a scrim. I may take some audio cuts out of there. Maybe we'll see. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Can't hurt.
Scrims was a lot of fun. A lot of fun as usual. A lot of people showed up. I had a great time.
Yeah. Yeah. I got messaged a bunch actually by people that were saying that they were like impressed by the matchmaking and stuff. So
yeah, I thought it was close as usual. That algorithm you and Monkey worked out.
Well, that's just for the scores. That's just for the like where everybody is and that kind of thing, and their ratings. The matchmaking part, that's the tricky part. So
we had a new guy, Koala, that played this week with us.
No, he was there last week too.
Oh, he's really good.
Or last time, but you weren't there, I don't think.
He's really good. My whole team knew who he was, except me. I didn't know who he was. And I was like, all right, well, he's the target. So let's, and I was dumb enough to try to charge him. I don't know what I had in my hand. It didn't matter. Sidearm, whatever. And he just he looped circles around me and smashed me in my face. I'm like, okay, no more close range fights. I'm going to be playing passive. So yeah, I was trying to adapt to it, but he was just a good player, really good player. So,
yep. Yeah, he's with Potato Thumbs, I believe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're a PvP centric Discord over there.
Yep. And he's definitely a standout. Cool. So, yep. Well, real quick, I did want to throw out that speaking of scrims and community and that kind of thing, I did go ahead and I did post some updated rules for the Discord.
Oh yeah. That's right.
They're not like complete. They are, I mean, they're not like placeholders or anything, but at least they are,
work in progress.
They're more than what we had before by far. Yeah. For some people that ask like, well, like, why do you need these and things like that? I mean, it's just that we've had some like varying situations that have come up where we've needed to address things. And it's like, okay, well, I mean, this should be like a rule or at least something taken for granted by like 90% of people and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But sometimes we just need to, just state those things. Now, I know that a couple people, Moira, Monkey, they have had thoughts about the rules, and not exactly that they're like bad or something like this, but just that they need to be refined some.
Wait a minute.
And
you didn't get your law degree?
No, I didn't. I'm still waiting on it in the mail.
Oh, they're still familiar. I got you. Sorry.
Yeah. So, I'm still waiting on that, but basically that, I mean, like they've let me know like, hey, this part could use some tweaking and things along those lines. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add those, pretty much when I get a chance to.
Yeah. We work for a living, so we can't, we have to do stuff when we have time to do it, right?
Sadly. Yeah. I mean, I wish that weren't the case, but
sure. Yeah. So yeah,
unfortunately,
yeah.
I just want to
just make sure people look at it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just make sure you check that out. Don't want anybody, being surprised by anything and that kind of thing. So, but yeah, if you have any questions or thoughts, just go ahead and hit me up in the Discord and just say, hey, you can direct message me if you want. That's fine. And then, go ahead and proceed from there.
Yeah, and keep in mind that we made these rules. I actually even copied them from another Discord back when we first started this podcast server, like 4 years ago. So as our community grows, we have to kind of grow with it, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's sadly, it's just one of those things. Like better safe than sorry.
Sure. Okay. Cool.
But enough of that kind of talk. The fun stuff. So I've been like deciding like, hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to quit screwing around and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get some good damn armor on my Warlock.
You're playing Solstice?
I am, well, sort of playing Solstice.
Okay.
And I say that ominously like that because I found a Warlock build that I really, really like. And it is,
Is it triple
it's actually
100s?
made me like Warlock.
Really?
Yeah.
I miss my Warlock. Nothing against Hunters. It was fun. This season, it was fun to play. Still is. But we got to hear about this Warlock build, man.
Yeah. It's, basically, it's Vesper Radius.
Oh,
So
that's
for
right,
people who don't know, it was a piece of shit exotic before. And now it basically, like, when you cast your Rift, it kind of turns it into like a mini nuke. And it, like, sends out electric to everything around you. Ooh. And then what happens is you basically equip all the arc things, and then you just pretty much go ham, and you're always amplified. You are always ready for, whatever comes your way. And you just go ahead and you just shock everything in the entire game.
That's what I love about this game, man. You can always just run up on your own builds, You created this yourself, or did you get this from a YouTube?
No, this was from Mactix.
I like that guy.
Yeah.
We need to have him on the show one time. That guy really knows a lot. He's the one that I'm following his theory about what what's coming after Final Shape, because it made sense to me when he talked about it and showed it. But who knows, but he's a smart kid. Smart guy, sorry. Everybody's a kid in my eyes.
Well, yeah. So, but yeah, and this build is basically like, you just put your Rift down, and he's like, not to be funny, he's like, he's like, this build really excels with what was it? A glaive.
Oh.
Because basically what you do is you put your Rift down, and you're pretty much invincible in there.
Wow.
So you just go around, you start smacking the shit out of people with a glaive.
Just sparks everywhere.
Yeah.
Damn, I gotta try that.
So
I think I know the video you're talking about. I think I saved it in my build playlist. I haven't watched it yet though. I love these build videos, man, because especially if they could put a dim link out, because then I'll download it to my dim, and I'll give credit. I'll put who created it. And
the problem is that Bungie is like shut down like so many of the builds and things like this because they disabled a lot of the stuff.
Yeah.
Like the mods.
Right. I thought that was just temporary.
Well, it is, but they're still disabled at this moment.
It's probably, you know what? I bet you they disabled it because it has something to do with the solstice, there's a modifier in there where everyone groups together. Everything just gets crazy recharge wise.
For fuck's sake, man.
Let us have fun. Come on. If it means we get instant everything, then why not? It's just 3 weeks, right?
To some people, yes. But yeah. So, I set out to, get some good armor. I mainly need like a good helmet with some good, resil and, discipline stats, and, ended up actually liking this. And, I'm excited to see, what I can do next with my Warlock. Sounds weird to say that.
No, that's not weird at all, man. Not weird at all. You're just realizing what I've known for a long time, that Warlocks are just freaking gang. They're just gang. They can go gangbusters.
But the thing is for me though, is that, you may, but see, it's different than my play style usually. My play style is usually like, I like moving.
You're Hammer Titan guy.
Well, I am, but also, I just like being aggressive.
Yeah, sure.
So, and typically Warlock builds are not aggressive.
You're right.
Whatsoever.
They are, because unfortunately rifts don't move with you.
Exactly. So with this, it's basically you throw yourself right in the middle of this shit, put down your rift, and then you start smacking the shit out of everything with a glaive.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
So with Bonfire Bash, I'm just like jumping right in the middle of the spawn point and just like throwing my rift and going like, bring it. So, yes.
All right, so what do you, I know it's the same Bonfire Bash as the past, but are you having fun doing it? Having fun playing it? No? Okay. Just getting it done because you got to get it done.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
I admit
it's something to do. It's fun, I guess. I mean, I feel bad for saying this, but I actually like tried to find my way into the buildings and stuff like that because you could do that before.
Yeah. They patched most of it. Can't get in there.
Well, it's just, I mean, I don't know. I don't understand like why they did this. I mean, they had all this stuff, you know?
Yeah, it was a cool area. It was so deep, but it was such a pain when you're on the clock and you're trying to figure out which door do I take to get to that back area again?
Yep.
Damn. Yep. And then you finally get there and the time's up. You're like, I'm over this. So I think they were just trying to appeal to the people like me who were bitching about it probably. But,
yeah. Oh, hey, I meant to ask, where are you at? I was going to ask in season rank, but I'm definitely not going to ask that because I know you're
season rank
ahead of me there.
I'm 9. I don't really care to go to 10. I
got to do the journey.
Yeah,
that was what I was meaning.
I got to do a few things to get 10. I don't know if I'll do them or not. I'll see. I have to run. It's really not hard what I got left to do, but like a master led lost sector. I mean, come on. I run those all the time anyway, but there's some other things in there too that might require some help from teammates. So we still got time. We still got a lot of time left in the season. I'm not in a big hurry. I may get to 10, but I don't know. I like my Vanquisher right now. Is it Vanquisher 9? What the hell is it called?
Yes.
Yeah, I like Vanquisher. I like that name better. What's 10? What's 10 called?
10 is Exemplar.
Exemplar. Yeah, I like Vanquisher better.
I do too.
It's badass.
But 10's a bigger number than 9.
Yeah, whatever.
So, yeah.
We'll see.
I'll have 10 by the end of tonight. Because I'm at 1520.
Seriously?
For my commendations, I need to be at 1530. Okay. And I've got everything else done. Okay. So
I got a ton of commendations this time around, but it's some of the playlist stuff I got to do. I know it's easy stuff. I just got to go get it done.
Yeah. I know that, Frostbite has been, giving me updates and things like this. And he has, I think, everything done except for, I want to say the solo dungeon. I think that's all he has left.
Oh, to get 11? Nice.
Yeah. And
good for him. I know he's out of school right now.
He doesn't want to do it either. And I'm like, I don't blame you, man.
It feels like a job. Don't do it. Don't do it. Who cares? I mean, I hate to be a downer, but I mean, I'm not really feeling 10. I'm good with 9. I'm doing better every season. I'm good.
What is it about 10? I'm just looking here. I'm like, what do you have left to do, man?
It's not much, man. It's not much. You'd laugh if I told you.
Like,
I'm not in game, so I can't tell you. I can't look it up on Dim.
Like, all this shit carried over from last season. Like, all, like, the gold ones and stuff.
Remember, I was
carried
8
over.
I was 8 last seison, so I moved up to 9 now, no, it was 7.
You didn't do a Master Nightfall last season at all?
Well, I did Grandmasters, so that took care of it. But there was some of the stuff I didn't do where I didn't.
Or I meant a Lost Sector, a Master Lost Sector before.
I don't know if I did one last season. I don't know. I wasn't really farming much armor, but now I've been doing that lately because, I'm playing Hunter.
The Hunter.
I'm missing so much stuff now, so I'm going to have to
that's what I found out
soon too.
Yeah, that's what I found out too on my Warlock. I'm like, oh shit, I still need like 3 or 4 different exotics.
I want to get this bonk hammer build that everyone keeps using, that we're invincible everywhere in these fire pits, whatever they call them.
Dude, it's great.
I know.
It's awesome.
I'm jealous. I want that. I don't have a Lorelei. I don't think I have a Lorelei helmet. I'll have to go get one.
Yeah.
I know. That is the one thing I have to give kudos to Bungie, is if you're missing armor, and it is I'm pretty sure it's a knockout list. When you go into because I've never gotten stuff. I always get the new stuff first, or the stuff I don't have. Hell, one night.
That's how it's designed.
One night, I swear to God, I went 3 in a row on the moon, one of the moon lost sectors, and I got 3 gauntlets that I didn't have from my hunter 3 games straight. That's never ever happened. Yeah. So it was cool.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what it does, is it prioritizes the stuff you don't have first.
Okay.
And then
good.
When you get everything, like all the arms or whatever it is for that day,
then it's general.
Then it's you can get anything. So
gotcha. That's cool. I mean, I might still do it. I mean, I'm on my alt count right now. I'm trying to get my alt account up to light, and that poor thing is not even, I just hit 60 on the season pass on it. So I got work to do on that. I've been cranking out, taking advantage of the solstice event. I've been running in there solo, just getting bounties done. Just whatever I needed to get kills with. I just run in there because I got plenty of enemies, not everyone's stealing them when you're playing with a group. So it makes it kind of nice. But yeah, I've been cranking those out. Just doing planetary bounties. I'm just knocking it out, man. I was at 5, I think, just last week. I'm at 60 now. So I'm getting there. I already paid for the season pass, so I got to get it completed. Get all the stuff for it.
What do you mean?
Yeah, season pass. I paid,
the event card.
I share, I can use the alt account on my console because it's my home console. I can share the DLC, but I have to still buy the season pass separately because it is a separate account. So that I did pay for, so I'm not going to pay for it and not get it done. So that's what I've been working on, mainly this week. But I did play, what's that?
Wait a minute now. I mean, are you talking about the season pass or the event card or both?
No, I'm working on both. In fact, on the event card last night, I was playing Crucible with, Warcry in the gang, Priceless Cloud, Puck D, Zebrak, who was in there? Scarlet. Scarlet was in there. I had a good time. It was a lot of fun. I got everything I needed for those event cards in there. Only thing I need is I need to stoke the fire like 5 more times. I'll have the ship. I don't really care about the title. I'll have everything I want to get from the event card, and I'm going to probably go back and get it all on my main account. But, yeah, that's what I've been working on both. Yeah, it's been fun. I mean, it's just killer. It's just, kind of brain dead time before I go to work in the morning. I just jump in there and crank it out, get it done.
You know what's funny though?
What?
You know how it says like secret triumph and things like that until you unlock the event card?
Right.
My shit still says secret triumph.
After you've unlocked it? I mean, wait a minute.
I haven't unlocked it.
That's weird. You got everything done on it?
No, I haven't done anything on it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not doing it to prove a point or anything. It's just one of those things where I'm like, I just don't care.
You're being sarcastic. Gotcha. I thought maybe it was bugged or something.
No,
I never know, man.
Dude, I can take a screenshot right now. This shit's been up for, a week now? Is that 2 weeks?
Uh-huh.
So far? Yeah, I still don't have it unlocked yet.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Like, it still says secret triumph for all the things.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't do triumphs anymore. I do. I like getting them. When I get them, I unlock them super. The seasonal, challenges, I get those complete. I'm like, oh, great. 75 bright dust. Thanks. I'll take it. It's free. It's there. But we talked about this last week. I just am not putting the time in this season. And we've already done the story and everything. So it's kind of like, I'm kind of at that point where everyone's talking about they're leaving Destiny and all this. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to get burnt out. I am just going to play when I want to play. And there's a lot of new members in our Discord that have said, I'm just got into this game. I'm loving it, and I'm like, great. That's I think this is a good season for a lot of newer or returning players to get caught up because there's no power cap to worry about climbing. Unless what you have to get still that you haven't because you haven't been playing. And that's, you can probably enjoy the story. That's a great dungeon. The dungeon's a lot of fun. I want to play it again. I've only played it a couple times, so I want to jump in and do some dungeon runs, but I'm got some stuff I have to do this weekend. So it's probably another weekend. I'm going to have to skip it, but before the season's up, I want to definitely get a few more dungeon runs in, and I want that exotic, man. I know you got it. You don't throw my face.
No, I'm not going to do that shit.
Okay. Sure.
But, no, I understand completely. I'm definitely not taking that route though. I am not going to buy the season pass or the event card.
I refuse. I'm not buying it.
Motherfucker, you just said you did.
No, I'm unlocking the stuff. Like you get the ship and some materials and.
Oh, the $10 one you're not going to.
I'm not going to buy the $10 one. No,
no, I just don't. Well, one, I don't like any of the shit in there.
That's the main reason why, to be honest.
But, two, though, I don't know. I guess the Astrocross video did hit me a little bit. And it's like, well, in a
way, I want to kind of send a message to Bungie like, hey, this is not cool. But to be honest, I mean, I'm just being honest. I just don't care about an inflatable ghost. Just doesn't, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't care about an emote where the guy's juggling a water balloon. Pass. I got a ton of great emotes. I don't need that one. So,
yeah.
But I could see how the completionist among us would go, oh, well, I've got to get that shader. I've got to get that, I've got to get this stuff. And
well, exactly.
I could see why they'd want to buy it, but, and let's be honest. I mean, I'm not being the shill here, but if you go to Eververse right now and you want to buy a ghost that's for silver, it's just about $10 anyway. So you're getting all this stuff for $10. I mean, if you look at it that way, I know everything in Eververse is too damn much money. I totally agree. But if you look at it comparing to what you can buy in Eververse right now, if there's something there you really like in the event card, it's $10 and you're getting a couple of emotes, shader, two, ghost, a projection, and then of course the exotic, emote and, what is there? I'm forgetting something.
What the fuck are you talking about?
The event card, the stuff they award you.
Oh, that's the free stuff.
No, we're talking about the one you pay $10 for. I'm just saying, if you did spend $10 on the event, I don't even what do they call it? The event card? Whatever, yes. Where you get all the emotes and ghost and, you get like 5 or 6 things for $10. If you were to buy that in the Eververse store, you'd be paying a lot more than that. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. But
it just doesn't press me. It's not shiny enough for me.
I do have a feeling though that, I mean, the message will be sent because one, I mean, seemingly, a lot of people are taking a break right now.
Yeah.
And that kind of thing. But so, I mean, that's less people playing the game, less people driving the money and that kind of thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get that too. And I'm sure that Astrocross video hit kind of gave people pause. I mean, he has a lot of influence in the Destiny community. He has almost 1 million followers. I mean, that's a lot of people, man. I mean, he's getting up to Cactus level. So, but you know what though? The guy is totally in on Destiny like I was. He has that same feeling I had when he first. Did you ever hear the story?
I don't think he is anymore, man.
Oh, I know, but did you hear the story when he first played? That he first played Destiny 1.
You don't need to shill out for this.
Oh, I'm not shilling out for him, but I thought that was a cool story when he shared it. But
I don't know that story.
I could so relate to that story. But anyway, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure it gave people pause, but I mean, if you're looking at it monetarily wise, you're getting a lot of stuff for $10. If you really want to.
Technically, yes.
Get down to it.
I mean, but you still have to play to unlock those things. You get 3 things right away for $10.
Right.
And then if you don't touch it again,
you get the kindling.
Then you're at a loss.
Right. I care less about the tickets. I'm getting the kindling. I'm rolling, I'm rolling the dice on trying to get some good rolled, triple stat weapon or triple stat armor for my neglected hunter and titan on my alt account. That's what I'm working on right now. So
nice.
That's the reason I'm playing the event, just for the armor rolls. And for a newer player who doesn't have really super good rolls, it's a way you can farm armor, and it's not a really tough loop.
Yeah, really. You can get like you can get a pretty good and pretty easy, at least 2 set of, 100 armor,
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely get it set up for triple 100s if you get the right rolls.
Well, I mean, I'm not even saying triple 100s. I'm saying just dual 100s. I mean, that's a whole lot easier to get.
Absolutely.
I mean, a blind squirrel can do this and end up with a fairly, good loot there.
Kill stuff, don't die, and just rinse,
you can die too.
Yeah, well, sure you can. I was just looking at the concurrent. I wanted to look at the Steam charts. Actually, I'm looking at the Destiny
It's
numbers.
A dead game, man. Nobody plays it. Shit. What are you doing?
I mean, I'm looking at the percentage. I'm looking at the last, since June, the players have dipped 20%, May 10%. So it seems to be 23% in the last 30 days. So it looks like a quarter of the player base is taking a break, or the ratio of new members entering the game versus old members taking a break. It has a net loss of about 20%. It looks like 25% if I was to round up to the nearest 25.
Is that just
And this is
Like
Destiny
this
2. This is the Steam charts, by the way. This is only Steam, not including the consoles. So,
Okay. But it doesn't have, I'm just trying to think here. That's just for 30 days, correct?
yeah, it had an all-time peak of 316,750. That is I think that's a one-day event, right? On February 28th of this year. And that's Steam. That's Steam only.
Well, that was Lightfall. I think that's when
Lightfall. Because Lightfall came out, right?
Yeah.
But that was the highest, I guess, an all-time peak. I guess it was a record breaker. So, but it is what it is. I mean, it's trying to think back because we played so much Destiny, man. I'm trying to remember. See, it's hard to compare seasons to expansions because it was all about expansions in Destiny. And, sorry, Rodimus, I'm talking Destiny, man. You might want to fast forward. It was all about expansions, the little mini expansions that came after the major expansion. And that's how they did it back then. But now it's so seasonal, it's hard to compare.
What are you talking about?
Back in Destiny 1, you would get expansions every 3 or 4 months versus.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, you had King's Fall.
Well,
the Dreadnought, and then what was after that? It was
King's Fall was a major release.
Sure. Let's see. Actually go before that. It was the when Trials was trying to remember that expansion when Trials was introduced.
That was Prison of Elders. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to remember how far apart those expansions were back then.
I think those were. I think you are right. Like 3 or 4 months.
3 to 4. Yeah. So every quarter of the year, every quarter of the year there was something coming out. So it's kind of like seasons now.
And not.
I mean, it's a
really
totally different.
We were getting way
theme.
more content. We were getting way more content.
Really? You thought we were?
In D1, yeah.
I gotta think about this because we had like a 4-story, campaign.
I mean, it all depends on what you mean by content. I mean, we were getting maps consistently.
Oh, I mean, if you compare PvP, it was a boon.
Getting weapons.
Yeah. It was a boon in Destiny when Trials was introduced. It was the PvP was thriving. Now it's like, what? And I have to admit, man, I don't know what the matchmaking is in Crucible. We played just casual control last night, with some of the community. And man, we came up against some sweat. I mean, I understand they're doing the team-based matchmaking, right? But is it still skill-based, or is it connection-based, or is it a little? I'm confused.
It's neither.
They keep changing it.
It's neither. They don't keep changing it, man.
It's just based on team size.
It's based on team size. When you're a 6-stack, you're going against other 6-stacks.
We had some 6-stacks
or 5 and 1.
Just ran over us. I mean, it was like 2 Trials teams against us. I was like,
yeah.
I mean, I felt bad because some of our players just got run over, and it was
fucking humiliating.
It's
just it's demoralizing to do that.
It's one of those games where some of our members were getting just kind of distraught, and I'm like, dude, all you can do is just forget this game and move on to the next. And we had some games that were better, but boy, I could see why a lot of people are kind of fed up with PvP right now. It is a sweat fest for a lot of it.
But that's if you're playing in a stack, though. If you don't play in a stack, then you're fine. So if we went to like
we had this one stack we played against. They were just so much better than us, and we backed out of the game and re-upped for another match, and the same damn team came in. I was like, what the hell, man? Is the player base that bad right now?
It could be, man. Because you figure if you're in a 6-stack, they're going to put you against a 5 and a 1 or a 6-stack. So
player base.
I mean, that's just how it is.
Crucible.
I mean, but did you ever run over anybody as a 6-stack?
I don't know if we might have mercied one team the whole night, and we played at least 12 to 15 games.
Yep, exactly what I'm saying. I mean, it was the weirdest thing. So I'm trying to think. I think it was maybe like last season. Yeah, I think it was last season. I was just soloing Iron Banner, and I was getting like a 2.1 like a 1.9. I was just like right around there for efficiency and everything else. I was like, just, pretty fucking happy with myself.
Right.
And then Cloud was like, hey, come join us. And I was like, sure, why not? I'm kicking ass over here. I'll kick ass over there. And, I ended up getting a mud hole stomped in my ass.
Yeah, that's what happened.
And, I was like, well, this is just fucking humiliating. I mean, it's like it doesn't incentivize people to play in a group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is. I mean, that's what I want to play when PvP is with the community and have fun with everybody. But it almost seems like you just need to go into teams of 3, split it in half to enjoy yourself at least a little more. Maybe there's more population of 3 stacks out there than 6 stacks. I don't know, man. It's just,
well, it's not even that, man. It's just, I mean, I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah, I'm looking at trying to find the,
look at you doing homework.
I'm actually,
so I just want to go ahead and elaborate on something here because I know somebody else is going to mention it to you, and I just want to throw out, I want to throw you a life raft now instead of later.
Shit. All right. What's coming?
So, so you were talking about, it was actually House of Wolves, that had Prison of Elders with it. Mm-hmm. But that was, and then the Dark Below was before that.
Right.
Then we got the Taken King.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got nothing until the following year for Rise of Iron.
I remember I was in the Dreadnought so much, my eyes were bleeding. I was
too. And you know what though? I don't remember thinking that it sucked. I don't know why.
I was always something I could do. I mean,
I
was always something to collect. There was, remember I'm the collector. So I was going around collecting, calcified fragments and
but all that shit led to something.
Yeah. Led to the
They
swords.
don't have calcified fragment type quests in here anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's,
Oh, I gotta give a shout out real quick.
Sure.
So, Truds threw out a video today and he's like, hey, the new weapons for the raid, here they are. And, I was watching it live and it was, he's like, and the exotic is going to be, what was the exotic? Oh, damn it. It was the auto rifle from Crota that you could shoot and it would blow up like
the necrochasm.
Yes.
I never got the damn. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, so he was saying that it was going to be Crota was coming back and everything else. And he was in there in the chat and I was just like, I love troll videos like this.
Jesus. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm having a hard time finding Crucible numbers. I'm sure there's somewhere I need to go to look at that, but it's just giving general numbers,
but I mean, it's still,
it's got to be. That's the
thing, though.
Crucible's always been like a third of what the total population is.
But and then you figure you're going to separate it even more by doing a 6-stack.
Yeah.
So you're only going to play those 6 stacks.
Right. We had a few 5s with a single player, but.
Yep.
But yeah, it was very consistent. I got to give Bungie that. We were definitely playing groups, big groups. And most of those groups, granted, we were in the PC pool. Because myself and Zebrak and I think maybe Puck was in the maybe not.
There's your problem.
We were in the.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, everyone's like, "Wow, there's no difference between the two." I'm like, "Well,
motherfucker, yeah, there is.
They can definitely whip around and kill you with a shotgun much easier with a mouse and keyboard than they can a controller. I hate to burst your bubble, but it can happen. But I just usually when I know I'm playing in the PC pool, I tend to play back. Because I can't compete against mouse and keyboard when they can flip, just flip around on me. There's no defense against that.
I'm just laughing.
I'm sitting there running in the mud with my joysticks, come on. But you can set your sensitivity higher. You know how much adaptation that takes to max out your sensitivity and not overshoot everything? Oh my God.
Well, I don't.
That was their Band-Aid to try to compete, but. Yeah.
Well, exactly. Yeah. And, You got to leave that setting on there for how long and everything else. So,
yeah. Anyway.
You know, yeah, it's not just as easy as just, you know, change your settings and then just go ham. It's, you know, you got to do a little bit of work with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's like everything. You want to get better. But,
Yep.
yeah, I'd rather just be accurate and play my style. And it's so funny. Monkey's so funny, man. He goes, damn, Gatr. We were playing scrims this week and I sniped him really good. He was running up the middle and I knocked his head right off. And I said to everybody on my team, I said, you're going to hear Monkey bitch about me sitting in the back with a sniper rifle. Watch it. It's going to happen. As soon as we join up with him, damn, Gatr, you just going to sit in the back? I said, well, dude, I got a sniper rifle. What do you want me to do? You want me to try to hip fire it on you? Come on, dude. And you guys are running hard at us. We had to adapt. And he's just like, oh, right. Anyway.
Yeah. We know Monkey. We know Monkey.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Oh, well. But, boy, we got off topic. There. Anything else?
Did you go into your week? Like what you've been up to in Destiny?
I did. I've pretty much just been playing. I mean, I played Crucible last night and we did scrims on Tuesday night. And, I haven't done any raids or anything for a few weeks now. I've just been, I've got stuff I've been doing on the weekends, with the family and stuff. Really cool movies out lately. I've been watching. I watched Barbie and Barbie was better than I expected, but I still was like, give me a break. But, I mean, for what it was entertaining. And, Oppenheimer was just fantastic. Great movie. So we're going to see a haunted house this weekend. And not because I know it's going to be good. Just it's all nostalgia because haunted house was my favorite ride at Disney. And I know every part of that ride. I've ridden it so much, but, oh my God, just for nostalgia, I'm going to watch it.
You gotta fucking murder me.
My wife's like, do we have to? I'm like, come on, hon. Come on. I watched Barbie. You're going to see haunted house. Anyway. Anything else? You've been
coincidentally, I'm going to be taking my daughter to see that at some point.
It looked like a fun movie. It's Disney, you know.
It's going to be PG-13 too. So she's 7 going on 8 here in about a couple weeks. Yeah. So I'm like, you know, like
it's probably going to have some kind of reference that you're going to have to explain, but
well, yeah, maybe. But it's also going to be, I mean, kind of graphic too. So I guess there's something in it that is sort of scary occasionally and that kind of thing and slight horror elements. And I'm like, ooh. Okay. Right. I'm like, okay, well, I'll just make room in the bed for her.
Well, after I saw Paranormal Activity, I didn't go to bed for a long time. I had a hard time sleeping. Anyway, I digress.
You need to work on that shit.
Anything else this week? Or are you ready to go to the TWAB?
I think we need to move on to the 12.
Let's put a band. Let's just put it out of its misery here. All right. We'll be right back.
Hey folks, Laz here with GDC Today. Do you have some litigation that you need stamped? Maybe some signatures, some I's dotted, some T's crossed? Well, we don't do that here. We just do some random chit-chat and all that. And you're listening to Guardian Downcast.
All right, Hazel. 10th week of Season of the Thief. What's going on in Destiny this week, man?
How do you use your figuring? Do you like use your hands?
No, I plus one from the last notes. I just plus one. I must have forgot because it was a live show last week. That must have been what happened. Let me change that now so I don't do it next week.
That's amazing.
Louise. Unbelievable.
Okay. Yeah. So Destiny put out another TWID. TWAB'd. I prefer TWAB'd this week at Bungie Destiny. And they say save the date for the raid. It's going to be another 48-hour contest mode for Friday, September 1st, 2023. So, fun fact, the new season goes live the Tuesday before that. So we'll all be able to go in on September 1st and do the raid.
Wait a minute.
On contest mode if we want.
So that means they're giving us a 10-day head start on the raid before the raid comes out?
What? Do you math at all?
What is it, a week?
Is this a Florida thing?
I don't know. I wasn't listening. I was changing my weekday on my notes.
I apologize for my comments of the slander in Florida for any Florida listeners. What I said, though, is that the raid comes out on Friday, September 1st, and the new season starts the Tuesday before that.
22nd.
So you only get like 3 days. What?
No, 22nd's when the new season is. It's when the showcase is. 22nd's showcase and immediately the new season. You didn't know that?
Where the fuck are they giving us? I thought that the new season came out on the 29th.
No. It's the same week as the showcase. The showcase comes out and boom, new season. I think. Well, you got the counter on game there. Count it down.
It says 24 days.
24 days.
All right, math like that.
I'll count it. 24 days. Let me see. 24 days.
Take your shoes off.
Hold on.
Hopefully you don't have to hit 21 because if you do, you're going to have to take your pants off.
Oh, I got to. Shit, math's hard, man. All right, 20, I'm pulling up my calendar, and today's the 28th. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 24. Yeah. 20.
This is riveting stuff
20,
right here.
no, 24,
I hope you leave this in.
Days.
I hope you leave this in.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2. Yep. 24 days will put you the 22nd when the showcase goes live, and they'll probably go, all right, enjoy the season. It's now available. They'll probably be down. They'll do this every time. They'll be down for maintenance, and nobody will be able to log in until the showcase is after, until the showcase is done, just like they've always done in the past. So yeah, 22nd is the new season. So math is hard, isn't it, Hazel? 10 days. Wait, 8, wait a minute, 8 days. No. Shit, how many days are in September? Shit. September. No. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
God damn it. It's over a week. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah, it's going to be 10 days.
Just like I said. So,
Well, see, I was under the impression that the new season started the following Tuesday, or the previous Tuesday of that.
Somebody wasn't listening. And if the only thing I can't remember is when the season's coming.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah.
So anyway, so congratulations, listener. You are going to have 10 days before the new raid comes out. And then you can go ahead and, unlock your artifact and do all that kind of stuff. So that way you'll be pimped out and ready to go. And fun fact, we still don't know what it is. The raid is. And the thing is that because this is a reprised raid, you have to do two things. You have to beat the raid first on contest mode. Then you have to beat it a second time with basically the challenges.
Right.
So
if you want to go for world's first.
Well, not just world's first, but if you want to get the emblem.
Oh, for day one. That's right.
Yeah, because you just don't get it for beating it on contest mode.
Then you got to go by and play it tough with all the challenges intact. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to do it with all the challenges and that kind of thing, and it'll wipe you if you mess up a challenge too. So that's kind of a cool thing for the raid. So yeah, good stuff there.
You know, one thing, they're giving us 10 days before the raid drops. I'm wondering if they're going to raise our power cap next season to give us time to raise our power up for the new raid or the reprise raid.
I don't know.
I'm just curious.
I mean, it would make sense because, why not?
Oh, that's what they typically do. If there's a power increase, but I don't know, just speculating.
I think that they said that they were going to increase the power for this season coming up.
Okay.
And then not for next season.
Okay.
Season 22 would be an increase. Season 23 would not.
Yeah, 23 began.
I think that's what I read originally, like way back
last
when.
season of the year, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Makes sense.
Before, before the final shape.
Right. Which I'm assuming is sometime in February, March. Yep. Cool.
Yep. Okay. So, next section here for the TWAB is an interview with the narrative team, actually. And they basically go on to say that, hey, we goofed. We made the veil containment thing a secret. And it was too much of a secret. And nobody knew to do it. They said, our bad. We will learn from this and go forward, and do better.
See, I did it after that mission you're supposed to complete. I went and did it. And then I was like, why isn't it directing me to go there every week? And then I realized after like 4 weeks in that there was some stories to get there. So,
well, it still shows up. I mean, because I showed up one time and I was like, motherfucker, there ain't nothing here.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no enemies. There's no nothing.
Right.
I'm just wandering around here.
Yeah. I thought that too. Then I realized it's just entries.
This is just a waste of my time.
And didn't they say they were going to have entries until the end of the season? So
until the end of the year, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Actually.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, they're going to go ahead and they're going to keep updating this and things along these lines.
I got to do this week. So I'm just thinking of that.
Yeah. I'm going to wait and just
do them all at once. Yeah. It's like a book.
I don't know. Or just watch a video and just be like, there we go.
Mylan will talk about it too, I'm sure.
Oh, Mylan talked about it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Solstice, my Solstice. FYI, Solstice is going on. Next.
Yeah.
Okay. A note from the weapons team. Bungie is introducing a new weapon type. Or, well, reintroducing, I guess you could say. It's the Warden's Law hand cannon. For those of you that don't know about this or have been unlucky enough to get this, this is an old weapon where basically it would fire 2 shots simultaneously side by side.
It was Forsaken, I think.
Yes, it was. I still have mine.
I think I still got one.
It's glorious, by the way. I think I might even have it on my damn Warlock.
I gotta check and see. Pretty sure.
Motherfucker, I do. I have it on my Warlock because this is when I was doing weapons testing with Monkey. Yeah, mine had Rampage and Zen Moment.
Hopefully I got one.
And I was clowning on fools in PvP. It was glorious.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So what they ended up doing is changing how it works. So it no longer works the way it used to. So it was called a double fire, where basically it fired hard-hitting twin fire rounds. With this, basically it fires 2 rounds again, but it's more of like a pulse rifle kind of thing,
right,
where it's 1 shot and then a second shot comes out a little bit delayed afterwards. And it is actually going to be a faster time to kill than a 120 RPM hand cannon. But you got to hit your crits.
Interesting.
So, yeah. And I think it also, I believe, yeah, it doesn't have as much range as a 120.
I always like 2-shot weapons. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Well, Bungie doesn't. So, you mean?
Yeah, I like anything. It's like an AN-92, like in Battlefield. It's like a 2-shot Soviet rifle. I love that gun. It's bop, 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 bop. 2-tap people in the head. Sweet.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Bungie is talking. Okay, so part of that about the Warden's Law is also talking about, let me see here. Yeah, here it is. The Developer Insight Economy and Rewards Update. So, Bungie put this out on Wednesday, the day before the TWAB'd. And with it, they told us what the Season 22 weapon rewards are. But before they did that, they basically said, hey, you know what? Starting next season, if you want to go ahead and cash in your engrams, you can try to farm rolls for the current seasonal weapon.
I like that.
So, yeah, I thought that always worked that way. But I guess not. So, Yeah, so they did that. Then they mentioned what the Season 22 weapon rewards are. For Crucible, it's going to be a stasis submachine gun. For Strikes, a solar sniper, which... Does anybody even use snipers outside of PvP?
Sometimes.
Motherfucker, please. Gambit has a void machine gun. Nightfalls will have the Warden's Law that I just talked about, as well as a solar precision bow. And then Iron Banana is going to have the guiding sight, which is going to be a strand scout rifle going forward, as well as they are bringing back Point of the Stag, which is an arc bow. So, one thing that I will give Fallout credit for is to tell anyone that has a Point of the Stag to pull that thing out of your collections and lock it. Because there's a strong possibility that they may not have the same double perk rolls on it. So the Point of the Stag came intrinsic with actually no distractions, Vorpal, Archer's Tempo, where basically draw time decreases every time you get a precision hit, and then Eye of the Storm. So as your health gets lower, the weapon becomes more accurate. And it also had a 10 accuracy masterwork.
Dang it. I don't have one. I got
So,
rid of it.
What?
It's in collections, you said?
Yeah, it should be in collections.
Okay. I don't have it in my current stuff.
Yeah, I love taking this thing into GMs when it's arc burn and it's bow, whatever. I'm all about this.
All right.
This is a great weapon, y'all.
Cool.
And then you figure, too, they might put Volt Shot on it.
You know they probably will.
Yeah. And then Trials is getting a reprised weapon as well as something that nobody ever asked for. It's going to be a solar hand cannon, which is the Igneous Hammer. The scourge that is coming back.
Yeah, but 120
as well.
Used to be.
Yeah, they can still shoot.
They hit hard, but we'll see.
And then the weapon that nobody asked for, a Strand Heavy Grenade Launcher.
That was funny. Nobody's
in Trials.
No one's going for that. I mean, they'll get it if they get it, but yeah, I don't think that's going to be.
Yeah, I don't know why they threw that there. I mean, they really should have switched up the Solar Sniper from the Strikes, put that in Trials, and then the Heavy Grenade Launcher in Strikes. Because that's what Strikes need, is another grenade launcher that nobody's going to use. Sorry, Bungie.
I remember in the past they were so weak too, so no one wanted to use those guns. But at least they're somewhat powerful now, but I don't know. I
think people talk about hand cannons needing a buff in PvP or PvE, but grenade launchers is where it's at. I mean, that needs it.
Guiding sight. I think that was a 150. I'm seeing if I have one from one of the old ones here. Guiding sight. I think it was a dog of a rifle. It was a hard hitting. I think it was a precision. Damn it. I think it was 150, if I remember correctly. It wasn't a 200. It wasn't a 180, I don't believe.
Hold up here. I'm in the collections.
Yeah, I'm looking too. I'm trying to see if I have one.
Scout.
I might have finally gotten rid of it. Make scouts great again. I kept it.
Guiding sight. Yeah, there it is. It's a 150.
150, yeah.
Yeah, it was not sexy.
That's not going to be exciting me to play much Iron Banner, unfortunately. Oh, well.
Yeah.
I play it for
It's all about the loot, though.
It's the friend game.
There you go.
That's what I'm there for.
Yeah. All right, so moving on. Yep. New Masterwork material caps. So Bungie, in true Bungie fashion.
They heard my bitching and moaning.
Yeah, exactly. So Bungie is like, hey, you know what? We heard that Gatr guy talking, and motherfucker, he has a point. But you know what, though? We can't do what he wants us to do. So how can we fuck over the community at the same time?
Don't put that on me now. I just said to raise it to 25. That's all I said. Hell, 25. I remember when I said it last week. Hell, make it 25. Just don't make it 10. Anyway.
So in true Bungie fashion, they were like, hey, you know what? This guy has a good point, and you know what?
On me. Okay, fine.
Yeah. Okay. So they were like, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's do one really good solid and give them 30 Ascendant shards. And the one guy's like, hey, what about Ascendant alloys? they're like, yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do 30.
Those are easy to get.
And somebody else chimed in and they're like, hey, what about enhancement prisms? That Gatr guy bitches about those sometimes too. They're like, you know what? Like 75? Oh, fuck it. Let's do 100.
Hell yeah.
That should shut that bastard up.
Hell yeah. I'm happy.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they were just like, oh, you know what? They were giving themselves high fives around their espresso machine and everything else. And they were drinking and everything and like, chest bumping, I'm sure. And then they were just like, hey, you know what? We got to do something to irritate that fucking Hazel guy, though.
Yeah, fuck Hazel.
Yeah, fuck Hazel. Exactly. Hashtag fuck Hazel. And then they were like, well, what can we do? How about we raise these caps and then we say, you know what? You can't keep shit at your postmaster anymore. If you get to your cap, you just don't get any more. How about that?
Motherfucker,
and they were like, oh, that's a really good fucking thing. They were like, you're going to get a raise for that.
Dude, I had 5 in my postmaster one time and I was so paranoid I was going to lose them that I immediately just went and masterworked something because I was so afraid that something was going to push it out. I mean, why? I don't know. It just seemed back-assward to store him in your damn postmaster. It was just kind of a dumb way to do it. Plus, what if you played like, an event and you just had all this loot drop and you forgot to go back and clean it out of your...
You don't forget.
Yeah, okay. I didn't want to, so I immediately masterworked something so I can get them out of my damn postmaster because I could see me coming back and they'd be gone. And some crappy legendary rifle would be in its place.
That's a you problem. I mean, that's something that you were running into because that's the thing is like when it comes to this, to how it was before is that now, okay, so you could hold 10 and now this is collective for anybody who doesn't know. The Ascendant shards and alloys and prisms, they're all collective. So if you get the old cap was 10 and you could hold 10 and it would just carry with you whichever character you were on.
Right.
And then you could have 10 in your inventory or 10 in your postmaster as well. So technically you could have a total of 40 that's there.
I mean, but you're living in fear of losing him the whole time you're playing.
No, you're not.
You get too much loot, it pushes it out.
So you know what you do is you manage it. So do you know how Bungie... You know why Bungie put a cap on stuff?
I know why, but what are you going to tell me?
To keep you playing.
Well, of course.
So that way you use them. Mm-hmm. And then it would go ahead and make you basically, so you have to masterwork stuff. So, I mean, so like you saying like, hey, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and, I'm masterworking so much stuff right now. Now, what I've been doing is like whenever my postmaster gets to 10, is that I was going ahead and using some of my shards to masterwork some of my stuff for my warlock, a character I don't even really play. Mm-hmm. Just so I could have, some leveled up stuff for my warlock should the need ever arise for me to play it. And I mean, that's what I've basically been doing with like my leftovers. And then I would like just get it back up to 10 and stuff like that. But I mean, with this new system, like my issue is that it doesn't incentivize you to do the content anymore. Well, in my mind,
the net effect is you're losing 10 if you were storing them in 3 vaults and 3 postmasters.
Now, real quick, though, let me just chime in here with this, is that according to Bungie, less than 1% of the player base had shards at 40, basically.
Right. 3 postmasters and 10 in your inventory.
Correct, yeah.
Right.
And like, I completely understand that. Now, there's 2 sides of this argument. Before I get into that, what do you think about all of this?
I mean, what do you think? I mean, why live in fear of stuff getting stuff entering your postmaster, pushing those shards away forever, and just have 30 in your inventory. I mean, according to you, you can get them so easy anyway. So why are people complaining? I mean, you can hold 30 in your inventory now. Why didn't they go to 50? That would be my question, but okay, whatever.
And then why not 75? And then why not 100?
Why not just put everything at 100?
Why 100? Why not 150?
Why not $9.99 like they do the Ascendant, the enhancement cores? Why
not 1,000?
Well, they can't. They go $9.99, and you have another batch of them that fills up next to it.
Well, why is that? Why even put caps on shit at all?
I don't know. It's code.
Why not just let people just farm whatever they want, and then they can just use it however they want. And it's just, you can just drown yourself in a bunch of materials that you're never going to use, and it's just bloated.
Absolutely. Why can't they? Now they can farm 30.
You missed.
No, I didn't miss it. I just carried on.
Yeah.
No, I'm not buying. Not buying. No, what you're selling, I'm not buying.
Yeah. Well, okay. So there's two schools of thought on this change. So there's one school of thought where basically, well, actually, I'd say three schools of thought. One where the people are like Gatr and they're just like, hey, 30, I'll take them. Those are people who never really ever had shit in their postmaster.
Motherfucker, I just told you I did. God damn. Told you I had 5 sitting in there forever. And I just got so paranoid I had to get them out.
So see, you had 5 at one point in time.
Yeah, I did. On a couple.
And besides, you didn't even do GMs until maybe like 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, when I was doing GMs.
So I don't even want to hear it.
That's when I was getting them, the extra ones. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't want to hear it from you.
I was getting Conquer. That's why. Remember?
Exactly. That was last season, but you didn't start GMs until the season before that.
I didn't. I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had to be at the light level.
Yeah. So there's 3 schools of thought. There's the Gatr school of thought, which is that like, yay, 30. Why not 50? And then 6 months later, they'll bitch that it's not 75. The other school of thought is that basically it's a larger contingent than 1% that are bitching that, hey, you know what? Why not raise it to 40? Because that could be the amount that we could hold.
Equal. Right.
Total.
Sure.
And then there's the side that's like, I really don't give a shit about this. That they're just pissed off that basically that they're going to lose, that they're going to stop getting them after a certain point.
I saw that. That is disappointing. So if you're resetting
that's my point.
You're resetting your vendor and you supposedly are supposed to get an Ascendant shard and you get nothing, it just disappears. That's bullshit.
Yeah. I will.
That's crap.
I mean, that's the thing right there that set me off.
But
I was just like,
people are doing that because you have to do that twice around to get that, No.
What are you talking about?
No, it's one around. One reset.
What are you talking about?
The Ascendant shard at the end of vendors. That's one time around, right? Yeah.
Yeah. One time around.
Yeah.
So you figure, I mean, you get one from the postmaster or one from, Gambit, possibly, probably not. We'll just say one from Crucible, one from the Vanguard, and one from
Crucible,
the Gunsmith.
Yeah, right.
Okay. If you play Trials, that's another one that you would get.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy them.
I think you have to go flawless, though.
I don't know. I think you just have to get to like maybe like 6 wins or something.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah. But you can buy them. You also get them from the season pass.
Yes, you do. I think 2 of them, 3 of them, maybe.
I think 3. But the thing is, though, is that if you do any GMs whatsoever, you're going to get at least 1 or 2 there.
You're assuming people are playing these activities.
No, I didn't. I did not assume that. I simply said that if someone does play them, they are going to have them.
Yeah, they'll have 30 in their inventory.
And that cap of 30 is going to just, I mean, it's going to go quick.
Are you seriously going to die on this
quicker.
hill? Are you seriously going to die on this hill? About 10 Ascendant Shards when you tell me there's so plentiful.
It's not about 10, man. I don't give a shit about the 10, honestly. I care that the fact that I can't get that if basically that after a certain point, I'm not going to get them anymore because I'll be at the cap of 30 and I can't get anything in my Postmaster above that.
Just do the old shuffle like you did with last time. Masterwork one piece of legendary armor. There, you've gotten rid of it. Now you have 29. I mean, what were you doing in the Postmaster situation when you maxed out of them? Where did they go?
When I maxed out,
I'm curious.
Then I would switch to a different character, my hunter or my titan.
Okay, I get that. But let's say you're that 1% that has 10, and each Postmaster has 10, and then you have max 10 in your inventory the old way, right? What would happen? Okay. You know what would happen if you tried to reset your vendor? It wouldn't let you because you had no room. So at least this way, people can reset their vendor. They don't have to go shuffle things around. And yes, that's
if they're not at the cap.
Yeah, you said we're assuming everyone has 10 in their. This is the 1% that has 10 in each of their characters in the Postmaster, and then the max 10, the old max of 10.
No, I'm talking about your idea here of now they can go ahead and reset it.
Yeah,
That's if they're not at the 30.
So it's still going to hold that if you're at the cap, it won't let you reset.
Correct.
So you won't lose it then. So what's the complaint? So you have to go burn one to get it, to just like you did in the past.
So the point is,
it's still there waiting
that
for you.
It's a mentality thing with me.
Now let me ask you something.
Hold up, man. Hold up. You ask me a question, let me answer. Okay. It's a mentality thing with me. Because for who knows how long it's been this way, where basically, hey, you know what? Bungie's going to put stuff in the Postmaster for me so that way I can go ahead and make sure that I don't lose it. And it's on me to manage that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically like a trust thing with me, where basically if they go ahead and they take that away, then it's like, I don't know. It's just like, what else are they going to take away from us? Like, this is something trivial to a degree for like a majority of people. But this is just one more thing like that just didn't need to be in place this way.
I don't understand why Bungie does half the stuff they do. I don't understand it. I mean,
doesn't it seem to you that it's one step forward and two steps back?
I've always said that, but here's the thing is nothing has really changed except one thing. If you do, you still wouldn't be able to reset your vendors if you had max in your vault or max in your inventory. So that's the same, regardless of the cap. And in fact, you can't keep them in your vault anymore.
You are completely correct, Gatr. It's not about the caps though, man.
But I think if I understand you correctly, where you're upset is the fact if you do a GM, if you're awarded those Ascendant Shards, they're just going to disappear into the ether.
It's not even that they're going to disappear into the ether. It's the fact that Bungie thinks it's just a good idea to change a fundamental thing.
It must have been something mechanically they had to do it that way. I don't know. Or maybe they're so worried that people are going to have, instead of 40, they're going to now have 70? 60 because they're adding 20 more, right? I mean, why? Why are they so worried about that? Let us masterwork our stuff, man. Let us go crazy.
It's like Bungie found a way to make this shit suck. And it's like, they're just like,
I just don't know who's making the decisions.
This should be like a celebratory thing, We should be like, hey, it's 30.
Great.
Fucking yeah.
Standard, that's a quality of life improvement, right? But wait a minute now. Hey, I didn't say I agreed with it. I'm just saying it sucks, but they're not taking them away if you have them in there now. You still have them to use if you save them. But
correct.
Until you pull them out and use them.
Exactly. But again, it's just the mentality of it all.
Yeah.
That's the part that pisses me off, is because, you know what? They're going to keep fucking around, and it's like we've always said, you know what? The next Bungie killer and all this good stuff, the next Bungie killer doesn't exist.
Right.
Or the next Destiny killer doesn't exist. The only thing that can kill Destiny is Bungie. And they keep fucking around, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to just...
Yeah.
They keep doing this shit, and it's like they're so secretive about it.
I would just like to be a fly on the wall in that meeting. Okay, guys, they're complaining about the caps. All right, let's raise the caps. Whoa, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Don't just raise the caps.
Gator. Wait a minute. Let me just chime in real quick here, okay? Name me one motherfucker that's complaining about caps besides yourself.
Oh, 10 Ascendant Shards was kind of stupid.
I'm just saying.
That's a cap.
I'm just saying.
It's stupid. It's
nobody.
You know why it's
complaining
stupid?
About caps.
You know why it's stupid? Because it's just a trivial number that doesn't mean anything. Why?
Dude, it's all trivial. It's a video game.
Why are they
it has
capping
zero
it to begin
relevance in real life?
Why are they capping it to begin with? Just doesn't make sense. There's so many games out there that don't put caps on that crap. I don't understand what Bungie's afraid of. I just don't know what they're afraid of. I just would have liked to have been a fly on the wall in that meeting.
We've already covered this.
I know.
Go ahead. So you want to be on a fly on the wall, and
at their meeting, I'm going to go, okay, well, let's increase the caps then. Whoa, wait a minute now. If we increase the caps, that means people are going to be hoarding them in their postmaster again. We can't have that again. Why is that a concern? If they're in the postmaster?
Exactly.
I'm not disagreeing with you. It's just trivial to me. This whole thing is trivial. Increase the caps. Yay. Thank you. Moving on. But no, now they got to put some crap in here that if we get one accidentally or while playing an activity, that it's not going to go to our vault anymore. I don't understand that mentality.
Yeah.
Why?
For me, it's just about the trust. I just still think they're afraid that people are going to max out everything and move on. Well, hey, I hate to tell you, a lot of people are already moving on, Bungie. Yeah, without maxing out stuff.
Why are we micromanaging this bullshit when people are getting tired of just the major stuff in the game right now? It's like the car is on fire and they're looking at the oil dipstick. Well, how much oil's in the car?
No, it's not even that, man. They're looking at the fucking windshield wipers going like, hey, the car's on fire, but you know what? Let's put some new windshield wipers on this. Nobody...
Yeah. What's a tire inflation? Let's check that real quick. You know what I'm saying?
And then they're even getting it wrong. They got they have the wrong size, you're talking about the oil, they got the wrong oil in. They got the wrong size, windshield wipers on this son of a bitch. It's just like, motherfucker, man. It's like,
I don't understand who's making these decisions and why. What is the rationale? All I can figure is they talk to the programmers and are like, well, we can increase the cap, but it would mess up some coding as far as it going to the postmaster. I don't know. Like there's a general window or some kind of value in the code of all the numbers of all the shards. I don't know.
Can I just say that, I understand your point. I do. But my issue comes from just, like what kind of PR does Bungie even have where they're like, hey, you know what? Like, do they do a test at all to go, you know what? Is this going to piss off anybody? Our community's kind of pissed off right now as it is with, error codes and shit like this.
You would think it'd be the opposite, right? You think it'd be like, open the floodgates. Let's have them, let them have fun. They did that in Destiny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, Rodimus.
It's just crazy to me that they're just, I don't know. They just don't have like a finger on the pulse of the community.
Like I said, man, I don't know who's making these decisions. All I can figure is maybe one department's talking to another. The people in charge of the code that have to change this in the code to make a number go up 20 more. If there's something that messes with another part of it, I don't know, man. I don't pretend to know, but I just don't understand. Other than if it's a technical issue, and all they had to say was, "Hey, because of a technical issue in our code, we can't store them in the vault in the postmaster anymore." Yeah, that's all. And you know what? It would have been great.
Everybody was like, "Yeah, well, that fucking sucks, but okay."
Yeah, okay, fine. Thank you.
But now it's just like one more thing. It's like, okay, so they're not going to fix error codes, or they're going to work on it like next season and stuff like this, and they're going to, now my shit won't go to the postmaster like it's done for years, and
I understand your frustration there. I mean, I'm just like, raise the cap. Thank you, Bungie. Moving on. Oh, no, wait. Hold on a sec. I know we're beating a dead horse now. It's a dead horse topic, but I just don't get it, man. I just don't understand their mentality. Other than it's something in the code, which all they had to do was just tell us. Anyway.
Yeah.
What else we got? We still got questions we got to answer. Oh, shit.
So, yeah. All right. Developer insights. That's all there is.
Yeah, that was very disappointing.
I mean, but it should be a celebration. That's my thing. You know? It really should have been a celebration.
See, but I'm not trying to go back to the top again, but they said in the developer insight article that they had, so much more they were going to talk about in the TWAB. And I'm there at the TWAB, and it's just a line about how the exotic, the dead man's tail is going to be craftable. Okay. That's it? Really? That's all in the economy? Okay.
Damn, I was going to say that next, but yeah.
Sorry.
There you go.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. So the dead man's tail is going to be with the exotic mission rotator that's coming out. That's going to be kind of cool.
Converse is going to
And it's going to be craftable.
Yep.
So, yay. But yeah, that's pretty much everything with the TWAB. No, I'm just kidding. So Cathedral of Dusk. I just want to say that
it's just
I
laughable.
don't want to make a joke, but so you can pick the 3 or one of 3 maps for the next trials, or a trials in a future date. It's going to be August 1st. I'm sorry, you can vote from August 1st
to August 2nd.
to August 2nd.
Wow. Get your votes in now, guys.
Don't
hold on.
Don't fuck around. Yeah, you have Cathedral of Dusk, Vostok, or Anomaly.
Wow, which one of those suck? Oh, they all suck. Never mind. I you know what? I don't play Trials actively, so I shouldn't complain.
It hasn't stopped you yet.
Yeah, I know.
So, a huge thank you to Games for Change. Yes, Bungie was, basically awarded a, award for, for being aware of the community base and making the game more accessible. So that's kind of a cool thing.
That's cool. They're always good with their community, man. That they excel at that.
Yeah, exactly.
Just got to deal with the other community. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So, shit's broken.
There it is.
Movies. Creepy as fuck art.
Wow, that is creepy.
And I should go from Hippie.
Thanks, Hippie. Thank you for doing the TWAB. Twid. Shit. I don't know what to call it anymore. Thanks, Hazel. Appreciate it, man. I know we tend to go down a rabbit hole there, but hey, we made it out the other side. That's all that matters. Hey, you know what? It'll be a good lift. Let's answer some community questions, man. I think that'd be a good time. Hey Guardians, would you like to send a question for the show to us? There's 4 ways to do it.
Join our Discord server. There's a link in our show notes. We have all kinds of Guardians here, from new lights to the dedicated hardcore gamers, and you can just lurk and hang out or jump right in and talk with us. It's up to you. There's also a channel labeled Podcast Questions where you can type in your question for the show.
You can email us at guardiandowncast@gmail.com, or we also occasionally tweet about our upcoming show and guest, and you can respond there with your question at guardian_D_cast is our Twitter handle.
Finally, you can send us a voicemail with your questions at speakpipe.com/guardiandowncast, and we'll play it live on the show.
Thank you for all you do for our show. And Toddles.
And later, Guardian.
Hey, man. It's in the contract. That's my line.
We'll see about that. Laz?
Oh, no, not Laz again. Our podcast returning? Really? You're going there?
Damn right, man. I pay him just as much as you do. That does sound weird, though. We're both paying him.
Yeah, what the hell? He's double dipping, man. All right, boys and girls, it's that time of our show where we get our questions from you. Yeah, I see you working an act coal car.
Coal car?
That's Hammer. Hammer works on a train line. Anyway, I'll edit that out. Anyway, speaking of Hammer Crasher, we have a message from Hammer Crasher. I haven't listened to it, but let's see what it's about. Here we go.
Hammer Crasher 32 here with a little summertime PSA for you guys. Change your wet, sweaty shirt when you're all sweaty working in humid weather. I was working for about 6 hours in the garage in a sweaty shirt the whole time, and rubbed my nipples raw. My nipples are so chafed right now. Oh my god. Change your shirt. Don't get chafed nipples. Okay. See you guys later.
Okay. Thanks, Hammer Crasher. Don't chafe the nipples.
I appreciate the image.
Appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you for that, Hammer. Really?
Yeah, thank you. Pig shirt didn't happen. No, I'm just kidding.
Oof. Okay. Hey,
Fix the gator or it didn't happen.
Oh, no feet pics, please. We had a couple congratulations also, some belated ones.
Congratulatory
speak pipes here. So I'll play a couple here before we get to our questions. Here we go. It's from Hades.
Yo, what up, you beautiful bastards? Hades here. Just a quickie that won't make it for the 4-year show because I have 0 timekeeping skills and I've just finished listening to it. Go me. Just kind of congratulations to the pair of you. It's bloody impressive doing 4 years of this. I think I've been around a bit over 2 years of it. I don't actually know anymore. I think 2 years, but yeah, really bloody good going. I look forward to another 4, 8, 12, 16 more numbers.
Minutes.
Years as well. And just to thank you for it as well. You've given us endless entertainment and built a community that every single one of us in it thinks you're brilliant for. Yeah, you can turn around and try and give the credit off to the rest of us, but tough. You guys started it. You guys did it. It's your baby. Take the credit. Love you. Love the show. Love you both. Have a good one. Bye.
Yeah, I got to game with that guy some more. Hey, thanks, Hades. I appreciate it, man. I know UK time is a pain in the butt, man. Because by the time I get to playing at night, they're already asleep. So it sucks, but thanks.
Unless
Hades.
you're Mr. Monkey, in which case then.
Well, then you never sleep. Yeah, you never sleep. Yeah, exactly.
He's awake already.
Oh, yeah. He's probably saying, wonder what they're talking about right now. Yeah. Let's see. Have one more here from Nitro TJ.
Hey guys, TJ here. Got a little story for you before I get into my live show. Question for you guys. I was helping my buddy, get prepared for this amateur national that happens every year. He's going for C class this year and he has a really good shot. I think he does a qualifying race this weekend. And if he makes it from that, he goes straight in. So hopefully he does that. But, yeah. Oh, the story now. In his class, there was I think there was 32 people in his class at the regional that he was doing. And,
motocross, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
He was coming through, passing people. He had a bad start, came in through the pack, and then he was getting around somebody right before the finish line on 3 laps to go. And this dude hit the dude he was passing hit a pothole. I wouldn't even really call it a pothole. When you come out of the corner, your tire digs up dirt and it causes bumps. We call those acceleration bumps. When he was coming out of that, he hit it so hard that his Achilles tendon snapped.
Oh, shit.
And I seriously thought somebody shot a gun. That is how loud that is. I didn't realize that when you pop your Achilles tendon, or tear it or something like that, it actually sounds like a gunshot. I didn't know that was a thing.
What?
Apparently it is. But for my live show question for you guys, in the 4 years you have done this show, what is one of the coolest? It doesn't have to be the coolest, because I know y'all think about it, but just one of the coolest things that you found out or that you learned from lore or something like that. Like, did you just... God, this is a lot harder to ask. Like, what was the coolest thing that you found out? Like a theory or something in game that just blew your mind, or the funniest thing that happened on the show, something like that. What was one of those memories that just stands out of the 4 years? I would like you guys to go back at least 2 years if you can remember that far. If not, that's fine. I was just curious. Of the early days, was there one that you were thinking of?
He knows who he's talking to.
But yeah,
right?
if there's a guest there, answer it. If anybody wants to answer it and tag me in the Discord, that'd be great too. I'd love to hear everybody's answers.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
See you guys next time.
Thanks, Nitro TJ. I think I played his other one at the live show. So yeah, sorry we just got to that one. But that question's still valid though. 2 years ago, that'd be what, 2021? We're just coming out of the pandemic, I think, right?
Holy shit.
Damn, dude, it's amazing how time flies.
Yeah.
Jeez, man. I mean, we've done so many episodes with so many different people we've learned about.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go back. I would have to say Gorilla Golf was very memorable because he literally, and we were laughing our ass off that night. He was literally wearing a full headset in his car driving home in California where he lives, Southern Cal. You know how the traffic, whether you hear about the traffic there, literally by the time he got home in rush hour traffic, we were just finishing the show. Think about how long that is. And he said, I don't care. There's people looking at me through the window here. I could give a shit. And we were laughing our ass off, man. Gorilla Golf was a great guest, great show. That's one I can remember where it was super funny. I mean, I was beside myself. It was such a great episode. What about you, Hazel? I think that was about 2 years ago.
I don't know. I kind of want to abide by the rules of this and look and see when the hell. I mean, this is easily 2 years ago.
Well,
but
2 years would put us at what show number? I mean, bitch. I don't know, man.
This fucking guy.
That's hard, dude. Shit.
Dude. I mean,
all right, I'll look.
Come on, man.
All right, so 2021, summer 2021. That'd be 2 years from now, right? Okay. So I'll just look it up. We'll look at the episodes and people that were on then. Why not? All right. Oldest to newest. Let's do that. Boom. Okay. Man, so many great casts. I'm looking through this. All right, summer 2021. These are the shows we had back then, and I'll give you the show numbers if you want to go back and listen to them. Man, we did so many shows. Gee whiz, man. It's a lot of freaking shows.
Golly jeepers.
It's a lot of shows, man. I'm still scrolling. Damn, dude. All right, summer.
I'm already there. You're good. I'm already there.
Marky Mark. That was a good one. That was in April of 2021. That's episode 89. But the next one was the one I'm talking about was episode 90, The Ride Home and LA Traffic featuring Gorilla Golf. April of 2021. Great show. See, we had the Generation X guys on. We had, the Clan cast. We need to do one of those again. Lana was on our show that summer. We had Night Demon. Orchid. Remember Orchid was on? That was a lore episode. Respawn. Well, how the hell did we get Respawn on our show? Who invited him?
I remember those. I remember that.
Did you invite him?
Oh, probably. Just for the chaos.
We had Laura Man, Kentucky. Jeez whiz, man.
What I would say, you know what? Let me do this.
Dan Finity was on July of 2021. He's always a great guest. Baroque Reaper.
Yeah,
the Spinful of Theory podcast. Remember those guys? That was episode 105.
Yup. That's what I was actually going to talk about was when we were on their show and we were talking about Hive lore, and I mean, it was one of those things that was just utterly and completely mind blowing. I was just like a sponge. And I'm just like, okay, so here's this and there's that. And I mean, and it's so fun too, because we were on there together, and if you ever talk to somebody who really knows what they're talking about and then they get excited about talking about it, and it's just, you just feed off of that energy. Yeah. And that was exactly what that show was.
We were hyped.
I mean, they were so excited to talk about Destiny lore with people who knew fucking nothing about it. And like, oh, well, this is what sword logic is. And then like, I mean, it led to like us asking questions, and then it was like we stumped them a couple times too. I mean, it was just, I
miss the lore. So we need to have another lore podcast soon. We need to have another lore guest on. Well, if there's someone you want to hear on the show, let us know. Let us know, fam. Put it in the show feedback section of our Discord. Hey, all we can do is reach out.
Exactly.
We can reach out. I think Hazel's still trying to get Bife to come on the show. He's too big. He's too big boy for us.
Time ago.
I know.
Yeah.
I know he's very popular, but hey, it's slow time right now. You never know. But we are booked.
That's
up.
true.
But I don't know. We'll figure it out. We need to have another lore podcast though, because I love the lore shows.
Yeah. No better time than right now.
You're right. We got some other things in the works though. I can't wait. There's some exciting stuff coming up.
We do. I'm excited.
All right. Thank you. Nitro TJ. Sorry we didn't get that last week, but we had a lot going on last week and we ran out of time. Hazel, want to dive into the Discord? Man, we got some great questions in here, man.
Yeah.
Well thought out questions too.
Yeah. Hopefully the answers are just as thought out.
Probably not, but hey, I'll do the best I can.
Okay.
Some of these go way back, by the way.
No shit, Sherlock. I'm aware. All right.
Oh, man.
Here we go. I have not looked these later questions, actually.
Dude, yeah. There's there's just a lot of good ones everywhere for the Destiny channel. The problem is we usually get a guest on, and we have a ton of questions for our guest usually. And it usually kills our time, or by the time we're done, we can only dip in to get a couple of them, right?
Yeah, for the most part.
And we know people want to know about our guests, so we always honor that. So,
yeah, of course. So, I'm just gonna go in order here for a little bit. So, how late have you guys stayed up playing Destiny? This is from John the Bounty Hunter. Earlier this season, Raza and I didn't go to bed until 7 a.m. playing the dungeon Ghost of the Deep.
Oof.
That's some time right there.
I've played until 4:30 a.m. I believe one night. I can't remember what it was. It's probably a raid, I'm sure. That's usually when I play deep into the night. If we're trying to teach someone a raid or we're trying to learn a raid, then I'm a night owl, man. At 3 a.m. I still have energy, so yeah, that's probably the latest I've been up. I think 4:30. I think I went to bed at 5 and my wife was like, I have to get up in 30 minutes, right? I'm like, I'm sorry. I got in as quietly as I could. Oh,
yeah, that's when I just sleep on the couch.
She was not happy that next day. Yeah, I'm learning. I'm learning, Hazel. What about you, man?
Yeah.
Latest you played?
It depends on who I'm talking to. I'm talking to my wife by 3 o'clock. That's the latest. If she ever listens, there you go. 3 o'clock. That's the latest.
Yeah, DM him for the actual time.
Yeah. Let's say that there have been 1 or 2 times where like I had to take naps during the next day because there was no sleep. It's just doing stuff and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
5 o'clock is, when the sun's out, it's like, like, why bother? You might as well just stay up.
Right. The latest all time for me was playing Call of Duty Zombies. I was up till 7 a.m. And then the game crashed, and I was so pissed. But that's another story. But yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 for me. That was when that came out.
Yeah.
Dude, I was the poster child with the Mountain Dew, the 2-liter with a big ass bag of Doritos.
You had all your double XP codes in?
I don't think they had double XP codes back then.
They didn't? Okay. I thought they did.
I'm old.
Maybe not. I've been too early.
No. Yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah. Yep.
All
Good
right.
times there.
Yeah. All right. What else we got?
Okay. Fucking Ronan.
Oh, what's he
This week's Zivu a riddle. Everyday objects is the category. Gaze upward upon my visage from afar, traveler. Mine verdant radiance is become crystallized in amber as we near. Now be stilled before my sanguine glare. Ayat?
Yeah, Ayat, I think.
Okay, what?
When was this posted? So I know what time to think about it.
2 days ago.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so it's an everyday object.
Okay. Amber, I heard
that
Amber.
Zivu is talking about here. What is Zivu talking about?
I'm trying to find his post so I can look at the keywords in it. What's the date on it?
They're all capitalized. I mean, I
Is
can
it in
read
Destiny
it normally.
questions?
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be in Destiny?
Oh, I'm in the wrong
questions?
channel. Damn it. I was wondering what was going on here.
Discord's hard.
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Okay. I got it.
So gaze upward upon my visage from afar. So look upward at my image from afar, traveler. My green glow has become crystallized in amber as we near. Now be stilled
before my sanguine glare.
Sanguine is the part that's fucking me up. Upward from afar, traveler. My
Sanguine.
green glow become crystallized in amber. Fucking. I am not Googling sanguine, I promise.
Sanguine means. I thought sanguine meant. Well, my vocabulary is failing me here.
Red.
Okay. Before my red
Wait a
glare.
minute, now, red, amber.
No, crystallize in amber as we near. Now be stilled before my red glare.
Green glare, red glare. Green, red, gaze upward at my green and red.
Verdant radiance. I mean, crystallize. Jeez, man. Those are way too big of words for me.
Motherfucker, I just said it. What has you look up at something, it's got a green and red.
Wait a minute. And amber. What's green, red, and amber?
Fuck, amber is red, isn't it?
No, amber is yellow.
Motherfucker.
Amber is yellow, right? Green,
No,
amber, and
red.
Red, amber, and green. What's red, green, and yellow that you look up at?
Since when is amber? Okay, colors can be green, red, or yellow.
Think about it. You look up at it.
You fucking cheated.
It glows.
You cheated.
No.
I know you.
I did
You
not
cheated.
cheat.
You cheated.
Did he put the answer in here?
Cheated.
All right, I might have cheated. But did you cheat? I gave up. And I looked.
I just looked. It's a stoplight.
Jesus.
You son of a...
It's the verdant
Amber
radiance. That's what threw me off. Verdant is green, right? Okay.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew
Should know
verdant
that
was...
from the verdant armor.
Yeah, the sanguine part through. Actually, the amber is what
Get
threw
rid of
me.
that damn question. Get that thing out of here. Damn Ronan.
I love these. I can't wait for the next one.
Oh, God. Is there another one?
I scroll up cautiously because I'm scared. No, he did one a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay. Hey, well, you know what? I need to rest my brain for a second. Let's grab a speak pipe here. This is from Prince Rizniz.
Hey all, His Highness Prince Rizniz here. Just hopping on to say a couple things real quick. First off, I said it before, or at least I tried to. Happy late birthday at this point to the Guardian Downcast.
Thank you.
4 years in the running, and I get the feeling it's still going to be going strong. Speaking of which, got to hop on for the live show. It was a lot of fun, real fun to meet y'all and talk to y'all and stuff like that. On the topic of that, I want to apologize for what happened with my last speak pipe. Holy cow, I did not think things were going to go that bad. I mean, I was kind of having second thoughts about recording in the laundry room when both the machines were running, but I didn't think it was going to turn out that bad.
Yeah, it was real low.
So for that, I am sorry. Thank you, Gatr, for trying to translate.
I tried.
But I'm sure it didn't work, and that's a life lesson. Don't use AirPods, and don't go into cleaning rooms or laundry rooms or whatever to record speak pipes. As for my question of the month, I think it's what Hazel likes. I think he's he's right. I think the world's gonna burn, or I guess the universe or whatever. I think because at this point, everything's been going downhill with stuff. First 3 years with Forsaken, Cade dies, everyone is still and was mad, sad, pissed, whatever. You name it, they were probably feeling it. Then Shadowkeep comes out, Pyramids on the Moon, Darkness has kind of been stalking us. Next year, Beyond Light, we get Stasis, First Darkness, yada, yada, yada. You get what I'm trying to get at. So I think, now this is kind of be our final stand. I think, at the very least, we've got Cabal and we've got Elixir on our side. We're trying to spoilers for story. I think Savathun, when she comes back, because it's been more or less confirmed we need her, I think at the very least, she is not going to be our enemy. I think it's going to be one of those things where, you know what, I don't like you, but I don't like them, or in this case, the Witness, more. So I'll tell you what, we'll beat him, we'll go our separate ways, we both got what we wanted, we won't touch each other. Just stuff like that. I've seen speculation. I do believe they might do another Darkness subclass because they got to have the balance of 3 dark and the 3 light. I think it's got to be orange, mostly because if you notice the color palette for the for the light and dark, and kind of just their abilities in general, they're kind of opposites. You got Stasis and Solar. Strand's a little hard to pickpocket, but then so is Void, so it makes sense that those two go together. But as for Arc, I don't really know. I think it might be sometime like, I know everyone says it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's like Gravity kind of thing or whatever. But hopefully they do it. And yeah, I'm excited. Boys, probably got to hop off. I mean, I'm at the beach with my family. Got to spend time with them. See if we can spot any other Gators. I mean, I know there's 2 in the chat, but I don't know. We've seen 1 pass, maybe. Maybe we'll get the list going. Love y'all. See y'all later. And have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye.
Thanks, Prince Rizniz. I'll make sure I put that in the drawing for question of the month. I didn't know. I thought it was congratulatory. I didn't know if it was including the question of the month. So there you go. You heard one of our questions of the month. Yeah.
Hey,
so,
there we go. Look at that. We're
making
ahead of the game.
There we go. Yeah, I like it.
Whether we know it or not.
Yeah. And no worries, man. I will say this, Hazel, before we move on, is if you're doing a speak pipe, I believe you can play it back and listen to it back. So if you have that, if you're recording your speak pipe for the show, just play it back. You can, and you play it back and you don't like how it sounds, just re-record it. Just hit the record button again. It's that easy. Speak pipe makes things so much. It's so easy to do. If you've never done a speak pipe, you literally press the record button, talk into your phone mic, or if you have a mic at home, it's even better. And then play it back. If it's too low and you can't hear it, then re-record it and get closer to the phone. And then after a few tries, a few takes, you'll know how to do it, and boom, you'll get it nice and crystal clear to us. So that's speakpipe.com/Guardian Downcast, by the way. So thanks, Prince Rizniz. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming to the live show. And okay, we got so many questions, man. Let's jump back into the Discord, Hazel.
Okay, so here's a question from Hades. He asks, if you could magically choose what exotic showed as the most used in a weekend trials report just to confuse people, what would you pick for each class? He's like, I'd go full Aeons just because it'd be funny.
In a weekend of trials?
Yeah, you could pick like...
Oh my God. Shoot. Pick an armor piece that's useless in the Crucible. It's that simple. Really. He's talking about Aeon, the gauntlets, right? Aeons?
Well, I think it can be any exotic.
Any exotic, okay. Okay, I can do that. I would say... Oh, I can get really devious here.
Got a random ass one.
No, I got one. Merciless. The exotic fusion rifle that takes forever to wind up. I know it's been improved a little bit, but it's a PvE gun. It's not for the Crucible. That would be my answer. The Merciless is the jokester meta in Trials. Shit, watch everybody use it now and say, well, it is actually good, Gatr. What are you picking?
I am picking the Parasite.
Parasite.
I think that would be so fucking weird and random.
The grenade launcher that has
the heavy grenade launcher. Can you imagine that meta
being the most used? Oh my god,
yeah.
It's heavy too. Wow. Okay, I didn't even go heavy because I figured you only get one shot at heavy a game. But man, that would get people to perk up their ears, wouldn't it? What? How was Parasite killing so many people? Is it that good? Yeah. No. Oh, yeah. I was thinking of the colony that shins a little insectoid stuff out. The Parasite, yeah. No. The big solar one. I'm looking at it now, yeah. Yeah. That would be. Team wipe.
That would be amazing.
You get more damage if you get a little burn on you from it, so that's a nice little perk. All right, thanks, Hades. Good question. Okay.
From Toasted Yeti. Do you think the Hunter's class ability should help out teammates too? E.g., Marksman dodge reloads all fire team weapons and not just your own. Warlocks get wells to help teammates, and Titans get barricades that help block teammates.
Mm-hmm. Isn't there some stuff that rubs off on your teammates when you dodge?
Radiant does, yeah.
Radiant, okay. He's talking about the marksman's dodge, though. I mean, I wouldn't complain if that happened. I think there's some. I'm learning about the hunter. I don't know a lot about hunters, but I'm learning there's some exotic armor that actually helps you. Helps other members of your fire team. I think it was some of the gauntlets I got that I haven't really learned about yet, but what was it? Well, you know, Aeons work, you know.
Right, but he's talking about more like the dodge.
He's talking about the class.
I mean, that to me sounds like a pretty cool exotic where it would be.
I could have sworn there was one I got that did something like that. By the time I find it, the show will be over. So, is it Mechaneers?
No, that's for yourself.
Shoot. Yeah, I don't have it. I could have sworn it was somewhere here. 6 credit, maybe? No. All right. Oh, never mind. But, I mean, it would be cool if you could do it without having an exotic, right? But,
yeah.
I know there's some classes that rub off on your teammates, but I guess that's not one. Marksman's dodge. Oh, well.
I think it'd be kind of a cool concept for,
maybe a revamp. Something for a revamp, yeah.
Yeah. Destiny 3.
There you go. Destiny Online.
All right. Let's see here.
We'll get rid of these.
Oh, I'll do it. I'm just playing Crucible.
Right.
I'm trying to get my Titan or my Warlock to 1810.
No, I'm just trying to clear space for you so you can see what's next.
I'm just leading up. So, from Toasted Yeti. Do you? Oh wait,
you already read that one. That's
sorry.
one you just read.
Okay, sorry. They're moving.
Sorry.
So from Sith Daddy Fresh, question for the show: what, in y'all's opinion, is the best way to write off Zavala as a character? If moving forward they don't use his voice for future content, I would want him to go down in the middle of a horde of enemies with his last breath, using the new subclass that we may get in the final shape. Just a thought, a cool scene.
Yeah, I like that.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool. How do I think they're going to write off Zavala? I mean, I mean, we need someone to be mad at, right? So I would think the witness would take him out. It would definitely spur things on for our beloved Zavala to die from the hand of the witness.
I'd be fucking gutted.
I know, but you'd be pissed too. It'd make you want to get back in that story and kick its ass, whatever it is.
It's collective ass.
Right. All those thousands of people. Yeah. Oops. Spoiler. Sorry. What about you?
Damn. I hadn't thought about this. So, I mean, I think it has to be that way. That he dies, and, I mean, yeah, shit, man, that would... I love that idea. That it has to be the witness that kills him and that kind of thing.
You would almost think, you almost see it coming, you know, there's like some conflict brewing and building up. Zavala's always been the prudent one, though. He's not the one like Ikora wants to go kick ass, and he's like, nope, hold on now. Let's think about this.
Yeah.
When Cade was killed.
And, I mean, but at the same time, though, I mean, he is the prudent one.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, I almost don't want to lose. I mean, like, if he dies, then...
Where's our voice of reason, right?
Yeah, exactly. Then we're just left to our own devices to go, you know what? Yeah, let's just go ham and, you know, murder everything.
But think of this, Hazel. If things got dire enough where the most prudent Vanguard member just got desperate and went, and his last breath went to try to stop this horde, that would scare the shit out of me, man. Because he's always been the voice of reason, and even he, which holds down the rock, he's the rock of the community, of the tower. He even breaks character and gets desperate. That would affect me more than the witness even taking him out. Because the witness, I could see it happening. But him actually getting desperate and just going to hand-to-hand combat in a horde, oof.
Oh, man.
That would be... It just would not be expected. I think that's what would throw me off.
Imagine this. So, next season. So season 22. We lose Ikora.
Don't shut your mouth.
We lose Ikora.
No. She's done nothing.
Zavala loses. I know she has done nothing. I'm well aware. Zavala loses his shit.
Like the last straw.
Exactly. And then we lose him at the end of the season too, because he's like,
that'd be bad.
You know,
I'm God, am I going to say this publicly? I like your world burning idea. I do. I don't think the story's ever really been complicated and deep enough in Destiny where we actually start thinking things differently.
But the lore is deep, though.
The lore gets
deep, and it gets dark and murky and everything else.
It's so simplified, though, by the time it comes to public eyes, as far as cutscenes and stuff, and how things churn out. But yeah, behind the scenes in the lore, it gets desperate. I mean, it gets really dark sometimes, too. But as far as the public-facing campaign of everything, it just, I don't know. I've said this in the past. I know it's a video game, and it's T for teen. I know it's not a immature game, and I know they have to be careful, you know, who's playing this game. They can't get too crazy deep or dark.
The lore is dark, man.
Yeah, but the kids have to read that.
Humans converting into robots.
The 13-year-old kid playing Destiny would have to know where to find that, at least. It gives a filter. But as far as if
it's in game now.
Well, that's true. But how many 13-year-old kids are reading the lore? I mean, who am I to guess? I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I don't know either. That's true.
I mean, I'm pretty sure 13-year-old kids have less to do with their life than you and I do. So,
yeah.
You know,
who knows?
I mean,
all right. Well,
you know, some kids, I mean, could just dedicate their life to learning, you know, like weapon perks and shit like that. I mean,
Well, Sith Daddy Fresh, that was a good question. Thank you for sending that in to us.
Yes. I mean, it's funny when faced with the actual premise of the world burning, I'm kind of like, I don't.
I'm over it.
I don't want him to.
I'm Kevin Costner right now. Burn it. Just burn it. Burn it all. Just burn it to the ground, and then we'll come and be the hero.
Oh my God, that would just be. You know what else I want?
What?
I'm okay with the world burning and all that good stuff, but I want our Guardian to be the villain of Destiny 3.
Oh man!
And you have to go through our throne world.
Oh man, we have our own throne world.
I think that would be bad.
You know what'd be even better? What if we had to choose a side after Final Shape, and we have light and dark guardians like tons of people have talked about in the past? That would be kind of cool too.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of did that with the Season of the Drifter, right? Where you're picking sides. He'd call you a snitch if you picked Ikora's Hidden Society.
Yep.
He'd call you buddy old pal if you picked his side. Yeah.
I loved it.
Hey, Mr. Monkey has a really good question here.
It's
kind of a topic I wanted to mention.
The next one I was going to read.
Okay.
So Mr. Monkey has a question here. It is question for the show. On the last show, you talked about content creators like True Vanguard, your BFF, leaving Destiny. Taking out my prejudice about content creators, do you think this is a good thing as brings new voices to the community?
I mean, I'll be honest. I've thought about it. I mean,
You've thought about leaving?
No, I've thought about pushing really hard here to try to get more established in the community. I'm just a baby little YouTube channel, but my focus is on helping new players. That's always been my focus. So I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there that play Destiny and put out Destiny content. And there's some really good ones out there that should have a lot more followers than they do. They put a lot of work in their videos. They do really good work on what they do. I mean, Astercross has a whole team that puts out stuff for him. I mean, the dude puts out 2 videos a day sometimes. Us small little creators don't have the time to do that, but he's making the coin, man. He can afford to do it. So I'll have to admit, when TV said, you know what, enough's enough, I'm looking forward and I'm looking to play more Starfield. And he's already we talked about this a few shows ago, how TV is, he has to be realistic that everybody knows him as the Destiny guy, right? The Destiny PvP guy. And that it's very scary for content creators to switch games midstream, and try to keep their followers intact. I think True Vanguard is like me when he saw that reveal for Starfield. I think he got real excited like I did. And I'm not going to lie. I'm going to play Starfield, but here's how I'm going to do it this time. I'm sure as hell not pre-ordering it. I could care less about the pre-order early trial thing. I'm going to use that early trial thing where the people did pre-order that game. And I'm going to watch some streams. I'm going to watch some YouTube reviews before I even touch that game. And, if it's full of bugs and it doesn't work half the time, and it's going to have some bugs, but I think what True Vanguard probably sat down with his wife and said, listen, I need to re-strategize here how I'm going forward. Cause if I go down with Destiny, I have nowhere else to fall. There's no safety net. So kudos for him for at least starting to prep and go that direction for another game. But I was sad to hear that he was leaving, but I totally understand his frustration, man. The lobby balancing alone is so stupid crazy right now. And, I don't know. To answer Monkey's question, I hope there's some more voices that pop up because there's some really good content creators out there, but I think he'll be back. I think he'll be back and he'll probably split time between the 2 games. The others they'll all be back once we know what's coming. What do you think, man?
Yeah. August 22nd is
that's 3 weeks away.
That's where the where we find out what is who's who.
Yeah. Shit or get off the pot. Exactly.
I mean, I think I said this before, but the Destiny community does not forgive easily. We're all like the jilted girlfriend. And when people leave the game, it's almost like they're kind of dead to us outside of their own community kind of thing.
I get that feeling. I could see that.
So, I mean, like, I have a feeling like when TV does come back, that it's going to, like, he's not going to have like the numbers he had before.
Maybe. Some
and you know
people may
what?
Move.
I'm glad.
You know,
not just because it's TV, but because when you post negative videos about something for so long, trying to get it to change, and it doesn't change, it's like, you know, go do something fucking else. You know, all you're doing is you're causing yourself a lot of strife. This life is too fucking short for that shit, man.
Yeah, but here's the difference, Hazel. These people have to pay their bills.
I don't give a fuck. So do I.
Oh, I know, but your job is there. And if people don't watch videos, you still get paid. These people don't get their videos watched. They don't get the advertising dollars or whatever.
Okay. I'm pretending like I care.
I know.
See,
I know.
I view it as it's not a job.
Well, it is. It can be a very good job. I've never looked at YouTube as a job. I've looked at it as something I love to do. And as long as I keep wanting to do it, I'll keep doing it. And I don't put videos out every week. I do it when I want to put a video out.
Though. That's different.
But with True Vanguard, he's got a family to support. He's got bills to pay.
That's not my responsibility.
I get that. But what I'm saying is you have to at least, well, you don't have to empathize with him, but I do a little bit.
No, I don't.
But
I don't at all, because he chose that. It's just like me.
I get it.
I chose my job. If I'm super unhappy with it, you know what? I'll get a new job.
Yep.
And that kind of thing. But ultimately, what I was saying, though, in answer to Mr. Monkey's question, is because, yes, I do think this is great for the community, because it gives everybody a chance to basically to fill those voids. Because here's the fun fact about this game that people don't really acknowledge. People still play it.
I mean, I just looked at the numbers. We're down 25%, but that's probably the lowest point of this season. And that's 23%, I have to be honest.
I wonder if it's still higher than season of...
I don't know, and that's
Plunder.
only Steam. I don't have the numbers for the consoles, so I know the consoles are much stronger than Steam is, so I don't know. I mean, all I can do is gauge how our community is playing, and I see a lot of people jumping into raids still. We have several games going on right now. So... I don't know, man. It's, I mean, it's a fluid thing.
Why are you talking? I was answering the damn question.
Sorry. I was commenting on your point.
So, yeah. Okay. So, yes. Basically, yes. I think this is a great thing because it lets people, you know, it lets other people chime in. And, I mean, my YouTube feed, now that I've unfollowed Astacross and that, I mean, it's, you know, it's good with like a bunch of people now. I'm like, wow, okay, this is people like I've never heard of before. And I'm like, I'm watching new stuff from people and everything else. And I was glad to see that Amphi actually was on the Blueberry Lounge.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
I was like, oh, I know Amphi. I mean, I would be really willing to say that he's, I mean, not too well heard of, I would say.
I mean, yeah, it's a tough career. Content creation is a very tough career because you don't have much control over it. You're an entertainer, basically. And you know how that goes. You can be hot today and gone tomorrow. That's just the entertainment business. And unfortunately, that's what the business is. So if you're producing content, you're an entertainer.
Yeah.
So, and only a few % of entertainers make the big bucks, and only a few % of content creators make the big bucks. And it's just life, man. You got to be half lucky sometimes too. I'm rambling, but anyway, I was sad to hear it. TV was, but I understand his decision.
Yeah, I understand it too. I mean, you know, but I mean, that's the thing. He chose this.
Yeah.
So, you know, you got to roll with the punches. It's just like any other job. I mean, it's like, I think people have forgotten what the hell a job actually is and what the hell it entails. It's like, I've gotten so cushy with doing YouTube videos and everything else and making content and being on Twitch that, you know, like playing a video game is, you know, not actual work.
Yeah. I'm just tired of hearing the I'm leaving Bungie videos. I'm over them. I put a spoof video out there. It probably got taken seriously, but just because I was just sick and tired of hearing about it. I mean, if you're making a career change, great. You know? Why are you trying to get 100,000 views on it?
Because
you know what? You know what? If you have integrity, take the monetization off that video. Demonetize the video, and then I'll believe you.
They're not going to do that.
No, of course not. Anyway.
Come on.
Jeez.
The almighty dollar says I can't.
Well, I mean, their electric company doesn't take videos for payment, so.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mr. Monkey.
Sorry to be so blunt when it comes to, you know, YouTubers and stuff. But I mean, that's the thing though, is that people I feel like don't work or they don't know what it's like to actually like have a job.
All right, they have to like, Hazel.
No, I'm serious.
I know, dude. I get your point. Believe me. Hey, I'm on business. I get it. If I don't work, I don't
you own
get
your
paid.
own business. And I mean, to a degree, so do they, you know?
Yeah. They're self-employed. Yep. You got to hustle, man. If you want to make the money, you got to hustle.
What a thought. And I think that's the part that people are missing, is that hustle part.
I'm not even going to go down that conversation road, because then I'll be called, back in my day, then I'll be called old.
No, I mean, I'm there. I'm just saying, you know, what I'm saying.
Yep,
so
I
said it. There we go. All right. Here we go. All right. Optimus Prime. Would you rather have a new subclass or a new enemy race for the final shape expansion?
I think we're going to have both. I think we're going to have a new subclass and a new enemy race. No basis for nothing to back that up. I just have a hunch. I think we need to balance out the light and dark classes. And I think we're due for a new species or race of aliens, whatever they may be.
Okay. I don't think we are getting a new subclass.
Really?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't think so at all. I think a new enemy type is definitely in play. I think that's certainly going to happen. But I don't think there's going to be a new subclass.
Okay.
Not in the least.
Not ever, or for final shape, or just not now?
Not for the final shape, at least.
Really?
Or maybe during the season, maybe like a season, they drop one then.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't.
I think it's going to happen sooner than later.
I understand that mindset. I do. I just don't think so because of small little things in the game. Like, if you remember, like before Strand, it said like light subclasses and dark subclasses when you were switching back and forth.
Right.
It doesn't do that anymore.
Oh, it just rotates, doesn't it? Ooh,
yeah.
I didn't forgot about that. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it used to switch and be like dark, and then it would do that. But now it just gives you the diamond and the one.
I got you.
So
makes sense.
So, I mean, it's something small, but I just think that it's something, substantial.
Thanks, Optimus Prime, for your question.
Yeah, thank you much.
Play another speak pipe. Or you got one lined up?
No, go ahead.
All right, NS Ripsaw has one here.
Hey guys, NS Ripsaw here. Catching up on some of the episodes. Life's been a little busy recently, so kind of behind. But I was just listening to the episode where you guys were kind of debating the exotic cipher, and I don't want to open up a new bout of argument here, but it got me thinking of why there's such a disagreement there, and I think it actually boils down to what an exotic is. And I feel like in Destiny, the exotics are supposed to be something with a unique perk or trait, something that buffs, ability or, gun movement of some sort, but it's also supposed to be rare. Now, depending on who you talk to, it's supposed to be one or the other, not both. Now, if it's just that it has the exotic trait, then I feel like exotic ciphers should be more readily available and you should be able to hold more of them because it's just about that specialness that it brings to the table rather than it just being rare. And if it's just supposed to be rare, then obviously the exotic ciphers should be just as rare. Unfortunately, right now I'm swimming in exotic ammunition.
I think he was at the airport when he sent this. You think he was leaving town. We got it. We got your message. Riptide.
Yeah. I think
Shit.
Ripsaw, yeah. I think that he has a point. I mean,
I understand where he's coming from.
So
what
do you think?
There's one problem.
Oh.
There's one problem with the exotic focusing, and I'm not going to go down that road. I'm just going to say this. You still have to acquire the exotic to be able to focus it, and that's where you get the exotic engrams. The fact that you still have to acquire it does not make it special in my book. You're just getting, it's like the glass needles in Destiny 1, Rodimus. You're re-rolling armor. It's the only thing you're doing the same thing we did in Destiny 1, just a different material. That's all I'm gonna say. What do you think, Hazel?
So you don't think that exotics are special. You think that it's just the perks that make it special.
No, I'm saying the exotic ciphers are not special because
No. Not talking about that.
I'm following his logic.
I'm following his logic too. So he said that there's two schools of thought, basically, that one of them is that exotics are special because they should be rare.
Right.
Or exotics are special because they have a special perk. And that it can't be both. So which one do you believe? Do you believe they're special because they're rare? Or do you believe they're special because they have a perk that is unique to them?
I mean, technically they're supposed to be both, but they're supposed to be rare, hard to get, and they're supposed to have a special thing that legendary armor doesn't have. Special perk that you can't get on legendary armor. So
no, we're talking about weapons.
Oh, weapons. Okay.
Because that's where the exotic cipher typically, I mean, well, I guess.
Well, no, we're talking about armor.
Or so.
I mean, yeah, it's broad. It's broad. Exotic ciphers, you can roll it with Zur and get any exotic in the pool, or you can re-roll armor with it, or you can actually bring it to the Monument of Lost Light to get an exotic weapon that you didn't get in the past. So it applies to all of them. So just being that it's used across all those different means it's probably not rare. It shouldn't be rare. You should be able to stock them up more than you can and get them easier because you can use them in so many different ways. But I've said my piece.
So, okay. So what are your thoughts on exotics? Do you think that exotics are special because they have a perk, not because they are rare?
Well, I'll answer your question with this statement. I have a crap ton of exotics. In fact, I think I have all of them for almost all three characters. But how many do I actually use? Exotic weapons, probably a little less, but exotic armor pieces, I have my favorites. I use them and that's it. The other ones just sit in my vault. So maybe they're not so special as much as we think they are.
So maybe it's the perk that makes it special in your eyes.
Yeah, depends on what I'm putting it with for whatever build I'm putting together. But it's such a split question. I mean, it can be easily either way. It could go either way. But I don't think so, though.
I don't think so. I don't think it goes either way.
Well, like you were talking about your Vesper Radius build. I'm looking at mine now. That is a very powerful and special piece of armor because of
it wasn't always though.
It wasn't. It just sat in my vault. In fact, I haven't even masterworked it. It's at 1 still. So I guess to really piss Rips off, it depends.
No, it doesn't depend. I think you've already said your answer by let me answer your question with this statement.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get
by
across.
saying that you have all of the exotics, but I think that maybe what it is that after a certain time in this game, that the exotic, quote unquote, doesn't feel exotic anymore. So for Gatr, that's what it is it's the perk that makes it special, and the hoops that you have to go through to do it, either doing the Lost Sector, doing a raid for a gun, a dungeon for a gun, something doing like that. He doesn't view that those hoops that you have to jump through to get the exotic as it's commonplace for him.
It's a means to an end. Tell me what to do to
exactly.
I get it done.
Exactly. So for me, I still view it as exotics are special because they are rare. Because you can sort of target farm to a degree, but if you want a good one, you got to work for it. Yeah. And that to me is the difference, I think. I think Ripsaw hit it right on the head.
Yeah.
Because for me, I definitely think that they're rare, which means that I think exotic ciphers should be rare and not easily attainable. Whereas you feel that, the perk makes it special. No matter the hoops that you have to jump through to get it, you're just doing it for the means to an end. So it's a perk and something you can have in your vault for when it's good.
Let me ask you something real quick. If I got an exotic cipher, in fact, I got to go to Zur tomorrow and pick up. I just finished the bounty finally, 4 weeks later. I got the cipher.
It helps if you play with people instead of going solo.
Well, it's just multi account. I haven't played it much. But I go to Zur. I give him the exotic cipher. By the way, okay, I'll just keep it simple. I give him the exotic cipher. What pool of exotics is that drawing from? Is it a knockout? Is it going to give me an exotic that I haven't gotten before? Or is it strictly ones I've already got? Because I'm not sure.
For Zur, when you go and you can just give him an exotic.
The random exotic Ingram up there.
It's going to be anything. It could be... I don't believe that it's one that you don't have. I believe that it is one that you have.
I'll just say this. I get exotics, Ingrams all the time from Zur, and I have yet to get a new exotic that I don't have. And this was years ago. Yeah.
I mean, are you talking about the ones that are...
Well, you have to buy... You can spend 97 shards to buy one, and then after that, you can use your exotic prism.
Your cipher.
Yeah.
But no, those are always going to be ones that you have.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought of. So that's not special to me.
Well, you're buying it. How special should it be?
Well, I mean, I'm using the cipher, which should be rare, right? If I'm going to Zur with my cipher in hand, since it's such a rare item, shouldn't I get some rare gear or weapon or whatever?
Well, you're taking it to the wrong vendor. If you take that cipher to Rahul? Oh, but you still, you see what I'm saying? You still see my point?
No. You got to see my point first. You still have to acquire the exotic that you don't have to use it at the Cryptarch. That's why it's not special in my eyes. Now, what if I could take that cipher to a legendary Lost Sector and it's a helmet day?
Hold on one second. I had to lick my finger and put a 1 up. There we go. Got him.
Whatever. You didn't win that argument. I just proved my point. If I could get that exotic cipher and get a guaranteed first run drop at a legendary Lost Sector, then that would make it special, and that's a knockout list. But the fact that I can't use that cipher to do that, I can only get stuff that I already have. See what I'm saying?
Why? See, I still don't think that you would think it's special, even if you could use an exotic cipher for it, though. The reason why I say that is because of what you just said. You want to get it on your first run.
Yeah. That would be targeted loot. Knockout list, guaranteed drop the first run.
See, I don't think that should be right. I don't think that's a thing or should be a thing at all. I mean, I think that it's this.
Well, we're obviously on two different sides of this pond. Oh
yeah, for sure. Yeah. Because you're only focused on, hey, I want to get the shit quick and move on with my life. I'm the type that's like, hey, you know what? If I want to, do this, then I'm okay grinding for it.
Maybe my grinding.
So, but that also factors into do what?
Maybe my grinding years are just over. Maybe I'm just past.
Well, that's what I was going to say is, I mean, you're fine with, just buying the shit,
Tell me what
you're just like, hey,
I'll go get it.
I'm fine with just buying it and stuff like that. Me, I'm still, young and like, hey, you know what? If I want that, I'll grind for it. I'll do that.
All right. I get your point. I just don't agree with it.
Well, that's fine. You don't have to agree with it.
I'm waving at you like half a mile across the lake. Yay! This is where I'm at. You're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I have fun over there. I'm having fun over here.
Fishing's good over here, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. And that's Ripsaw. Hope you have a good trip, buddy. He said he was going out of town.
Yeah. Enjoy that.
Travel safe, buddy.
Yep. See, you know what? That's one thing I love about our show.
What's that?
Is that people listen and then they call in. Even Riznez was calling at the beach with his family. Spend time with your damn family, not us. Dude. But still though, just the fact that people, feel that, they feel so passionate about this shit that they call in. And
you know what it means? Is they're thinking about us. Oh, I feel special. They're thinking about us. They're like, hey, you know what? That argument stuck in my head. I've been mulling around all day at work, and damn it, Gator's wrong. I gotta tell him. I gotta tell him he's wrong, and I gotta tell him why he's wrong. But no, man.
Unless you're technical,
dude. I'm just being honest. I'm not going to be a yes man. I'm never going to be a yes man. Sorry. You're right, Hazel. That's exactly what I thought. No,
no. Technical is the opposite. He's like, hey, this is a rare one for Hazel. Usually, he's like, Hazel's like smoking like whatever Gator's got. So,
pass the damn Pass them both.
All right. So we have a bunch of questions I want to hit.
I'm looking at our clock here too. We're already into the hour. This is how.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Damn you people with your questions.
Quit thinking of good questions.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, here's one that I definitely want to hit. I want to hit this one, and there's another one I want to hit.
Okay.
So, Cerberus Plus One. Question for the show. Do you think they should lower the price for buying aspects, abilities, and fragments for all subclasses? Mm-hmm. I ask this since I ended up restarting a character to see how a new light might experience the game, and oh boy, do I regret it.
Hello.
Having to grind for Glimmer is a struggle since I have to spend a total of roughly 1,275,000 Glimmer to unlock all of the light subclass items. And even if I used up all 237 of my Rainmakers, that'll only get him basically halfway to unlocking everything. This may end up being a daunting task for new lights to do if they want to make a certain build for only one character. If they want to do it with 3 different characters, it could burn anyone out quickly if it isn't even touching, and this isn't even touching the dark subclasses, which I haven't even touched yet.
Oh, you gotta own the DLC to get stasis, by the way. That's why I refuse on my other character.
Well, that doesn't. It's almost he's not like talking about that.
It's almost like someone on this show, I won't say who, is looking out for the new player. And all the pains all the pains of starting a character and getting to the point where us veterans stand, right? By the way, I have a video for farming Glimmer. A lot easier than how you're doing it, buddy.
You fucking shill.
I am a shill. The Gator.
So okay. So I guess that's Gator's thought that, so are you going to answer the damn question?
I know. I totally agree with what he's saying because I've done this. I've reset my character or make a new account and start fresh. And I'm like, damn, dude, I know where I have to go. I'm not even a new player and I know where I need to go and it's daunting. But I mean, then you got to ask yourself, hey, are you going to play the game or you just want everything handed to you? God, did I just say that out loud? Shit.
Hey, that's my line, man.
I know. Sorry, man. I'm looking at the script here. I missed my mark. Sorry, man. But you know, you want to enjoy the ride too. So, but it is expensive, dude. And I just had to do this, by the way. I logged on with my alt account and even my Warlock, which I use the most on this account. I had to go to Icor and buy all this stuff, and I made a lot of trips to the Cryptarch to turn materials in that I still have, thank goodness. But a lot of people don't have materials anymore. But it's very expensive. And what was it, 50,000 a pop for a fragment? And it's I don't even know what the major things are, but even a grenade is like 3,000 or 4,000 glimmer. It adds up, man, because you have so much stuff to acquire. I think they should change the economy there. That I'm answering this question.
Fine.
Sorry.
Okay.
This is the point where I let you talk. I'm taking a breath. I'm getting a drink too.
Oh boy. Okay, before I give my answer, I gotta say, okay, I am not anti-new player.
You
Okay.
do that with your pinky there? Drinking your cup of tea?
No, I have a voodoo doll of a new player that I just poke whenever, we talk about shit like this.
Okay.
I am not anti-new player. What I am anti are people who think that they need to have something right away. Now, he mentioned, I'm assuming it's a he, mentioned that it would take, 1.275 million glimmer to unlock it all and everything else. Mm-hmm. And not counting, I'm guessing, masterwork materials, or maybe he is, to get the build and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So to me, again, that's what I'm anti. That's the new player that I just can't get behind, because that's the new player that wants everything handed to them. They want to,
we're not, just for the record, we're not saying that Cerberus is that person. He's just genuinely asking the question.
Correct. Exactly. No.
I just want to make sure that was clear.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, this isn't like Diablo where you just run around and kill shit, collect shit, throw shit on. This isn't like that. This is a little more, in depth. Now, I know that Diablo has, more to it and tons of stuff and all that good jazz. But, this is a different system completely.
Yeah, two different games. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what I love about it. It's deep. It takes time to get stuff done.
Well, exactly. But that's the thing that people don't want to do, is they don't want to put in the time. People just want to be able to just start up a game, get a bunch of armor, and get a build.
Do you think why this mentality, you think it's because people are coming in late and they're just trying to get caught up? What if they had joined day one like we all did? Do you think do you think the attitude would be, or the point of view here would be different?
Well,
maybe people are looking for shortcuts just to get caught up so they can get right in and start playing and into the good stuff, instead of running patrols and farming glimmer. I'm just being devil's advocate here.
Fuck off.
What? You do it all the time.
You hit me with some logic there, and I'm like, I was just crossed my mind. Well, no, it's a great thought. It's a great question because how does somebody, quote unquote, catch up in Destiny?
Yeah.
Holy shit, all right, I gotta take a look at something here. Let's say you run one class.
Okay. We're not even talking about build
Shit.
crafting. We're just talking about just getting your class ability stuff here. Your aspects and fragments and grenades.
But I'm just saying here, there are approximately maybe 42 exotics per class.
It's a lot. Oh yeah, you talking about weapons and armor, or just weapons, or
Just armor.
Just armor. Damn, that's a lot.
42 per class.
That's a lot.
So, I mean, if you're a new player to this, I mean, you know, I fucking feel for you. If you're a new player to this, I'll say this, you know, fucking hit me up and I will dedicate some time to helping your ass out get some shit, because I'm sure it's fucking painful.
Careful what you wish for. People may take you up on that.
I'm serious though. I mean, I can't imagine playing this as a new player. And that makes me sad to say that.
I mean, is it just too late? Is it just too late for new players to get into this game? I mean, if your best friend in real life comes up and says, Dan, I really want to play this Destiny game, what would you tell him? Or how would you guide him?
I mean, I think that where it would start would be just saying, hey, you know, just do the story. Just go in, do the story. And, you know, if you like it from there, then go ahead and, you know, I'll help you from there. But it's just rough, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say that it's like, you know, past that time or something like that, but I think right now, if I had a new person like say like, hey, you know what? I want to start Destiny. I'd be like, do me a favor. Hold off for 3 weeks until we find out what the hell is going to happen next.
Oh, that's a cop-out answer, but I understand it. I totally get it, because we don't even know what's coming around the bend. And I mean, we're hoping they're going to tell us something, right?
Exactly.
I mean, some freaking cryptic shit we got to start extrapolating again, you know? Just tell us, Bungie. What's coming? You know?
Yeah. I mean, they say there's more to it. I mean, I trust them enough to assume that there's, you know, that we're going to have more Destiny after and everything, but it's just still one of those things though. I'd be like, just hold off for a little bit, because if they're last gen, who knows? Maybe the final shape could be for current gen.
I would say this, if you're on a PS4 or Xbox One, I would probably move up in console, because eventually Destiny is going to be taken off those consoles. It's just a matter of time. They've done it in the past.
Want to continue, because I mean, apparently a lot of people are going to quit playing Destiny once the final shape is over.
You don't think Bungie knows that? I just think they have something in store that's going to keep them hanging on. I don't know. I'm just a shill.
I don't know, man. I mean,
Cerberus, great question, man. That was a good question.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're a man. If you're a gal, then we apologize.
Yes, exactly.
We don't discriminate.
I love that question. And, she threw this out and I immediately was just like, oh, I want to answer this so bad.
Yeah. You said you had one more you wanted to answer?
Good follow up though, man.
Yeah, good.
I want to give you credit there. Good follow up on that question.
Dude, I was actually thinking about it. Yeah, I know. I'm always thinking about the new player, but because, you know, I've gotten into games, Hazel. I'm trying to think of the last game I got into where I was late at the party, and I just said, no, you guys are way ahead of me. I just don't feel like, I just don't want to do this. This is way too big a mountain for me to climb. Can I just jump in and play with you guys now? No, you got to do this and you got to go do this. And you got to talk to this. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah. And then I have to learn how to juggle.
You know what I actually thought about doing? And I motioned against it because I thought about making a full new player guide since Destiny can't do it. I really thought about producing either an ebook or some kind of video series where people can actually follow along step by step to become a guardian, a high powered guardian. And I decided not to because one, it's a lot of work. And two, I didn't know how many new players would be just like what you're thinking. No, man, this is way too much. I just can't do this. But it crossed my mind to make something like that. But I just don't know. I guess get back to me on the 22nd. I don't know, man. I don't know either.
That's the best answer.
They say we're going to have more. That's a cop-out answer, but they say we're going to have more Destiny 2 or whatever Destiny. And I hope to God at least they allude to what's coming after Final Shape. I mean, they did say the future of Destiny, but you know what? That could be anything, man. That could be talking about Final Shape only. So we don't know. It's frustrating.
Yeah.
But you have to keep the mystery there too, so.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. I'm not saying shit about it. I'm just like, I just don't want somebody to join up and be like, hey, I'm going to, buy Lightfall and everything else. And then it's like, okay, now you get to play Destiny Online, which is all the D1 stuff that doesn't really factor in and matter anymore. Because the game's over and I don't know what else to do.
See, this has happened to me in real life. My son wanted to play Destiny and I played with him every night, and eventually he just didn't have the time that I was putting into it, or he didn't want to put the time in. And I could see quickly it was just falling further and further behind. And it's daunting, man. It's daunting to look at this game and want to jump in with both feet. And I know people I've talked to personally who are hooked. They love it. Bring me it. I want to get it all. And I got plenty of time, so let's just knock it out, It just depends on the player, I guess.
Well, exactly. And I want to say that, almost kind of like what they did for Season of Plunder might be the best course of action for new players. Just for Bungie, where they can go ahead and give people like a chest, and like, instead of, that's fucking it right there.
There we go.
Instead of fucking
catch-up chest,
giving some random ass exotic, they give them a chest at the end, which is a full fucking kit, exotic armor included, and it's a build.
That was a great idea. That was one good thing Bungie did. People can instantly catch up in power.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, can you imagine that?
Yeah, that's a great idea, man. Shit, did I say that publicly?
Shit.
Fuck me.
Hey, it happens, man.
I know. Yeah, put it in the book.
Hey, I was complimentary of you too.
Yeah, you were. You were. We actually.
You were paying attention.
Yeah, we actually. Yeah.
Hey, okay. So, here's this question here.
All right.
And then, we'll go back to you here.
All right.
So, I just killed things, Nico. Question for the show. Okay. At Todd the Gator and others keep bringing up origin stories. Unfortunately, not the auto rifle, which was Sunset, was one of my favorite auto rifles in Crucible, to be honest. Same here, Nico. I think I had like 5,000 or 6,000 kills on mine.
I still got
one.
One.
Great. I don't know if I think I deleted it just because I was needing space.
No. I still got one. I got to have an origin story.
I don't know. I might have one.
I'm searching them right now.
Anywho.
Yes.
How would you feel about making the origin stories a Destiny show on Netflix? Netflix has been picking up a lot of shows recently. Fun fact, I think they picked up a, what is it? Elden Ring, I believe, or Dark Souls. I think is what they picked up. Yeah. One being Twisted Metal, which was actually complete and utter ass to a degree.
I didn't see it.
It's on Peacock.
I didn't see it.
Don't watch it.
No, I have to because I played Twisted Metal so much as a kid.
I
as
did
a kid,
too.
As an adult.
I did.
No?
Too.
No? Oh, no.
It's.
Sorry. I'm curious though, man. I'm still going to look into it.
Yeah. It's not good.
That's not good.
It'll hook you for about 2 episodes. Yeah.
All right.
And now I'm hate watching it just because I want to, be like, I want to see how bad the show gets. I feel that it would keep the community connected even when they're not on the game. Just something I've been tossing around in my head. Thoughts?
I think Bungie actually has been mulling this idea around for a while, and I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't put it past them that they're already working on something.
They should be working on something. I mean, we should be seeing the fruits of this. I mean, I would say soon. I mean,
yeah, I mean, I don't know. You would kind of, I mean, now they have Sony Pictures backing, they have studios that are all going to back them. I would have to think this is part of the reason Bungie made the plunge to join up with or join forces with Sony. Other way around, but you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think it's already in the works. I just hope, please, for the love of God, do it right. Don't put out a half-assed one. Don't make sure you have the budget for it. Do it right. Cause it's just, it's a beautiful story, man. I love science fiction. I'm watching The Foundation right now on Apple. It's just such a rich show. And I didn't read any of the novels, and I'm getting into it. So I love those really rich science fiction series, but if they have to do it right, though, if they're going to do it, it could actually hurt them if they don't. Hopefully they have this in mind already, but yeah. What do you think, Hazel?
I mean, yeah, I think that this is already on the way. I mean, on the 22nd, we had better see something.
Oh, would that be awesome to see that on the 22nd? Oh, wow.
I mean,
cutscene?
I do. I'm not even talking about a cutscene. I'm just talking about like a trailer where they're like, coming, February 2024. And then they like hit us with a trailer, and it's just like, I don't know.
Maybe that's why I've been so cryptic. Maybe they know we're all going to stand up and cheer when we see that trailer. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean,
maybe I'm being a little.
Except the trailer is just a bunch of people fishing. Yeah, it's like King of the Hill, except it's fishing.
Oh God, no! Please not. Please don't do that.
That's for you, Hades.
Yep.
That's for you.
Hades loves fishing, and that his name in the Discord.
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
All
right. You want to take us out on a speak pipe?
Let's do it. I got one here from, you know what? Let's go out with a Scumdeth one. He always has some good ones. I have got a ton to choose from here. It's like a candy store of awesome questions for the show. I don't know what this one's about. Let's find out. Here we go.
Hello, Scumdeth here. Question for the show. If Destiny ended, say next week, it was like, that's it, there's no more content, Destiny 2 has finished. That's it, never again, no more Destiny, we're moving on to another project. Bungie said that. What would you do with the podcast? Obviously, this is a worst case scenario. I never want Bungie to end, and I never want the podcast to end, but if it did end, what would you two guys do with the podcast? Would you move on to a different game, or would you just would it just be a community thing? I don't know. It just sort of come to me, So, obviously, don't ever end. Never. But yeah, just an intriguing thought I had come to my brain. I don't have many thoughts. So, yeah. Anyway, that's my question for the show. What would you do with a podcast if Destiny ended? Love you all. Goodbye.
We kind of had this question last week on the live show, right?
Yeah.
You said it so eloquently. You want to say it again? We first started out as a Destiny community.
Yeah.
Now we're a bunch of friends, a community that plays Destiny.
Yeah, exactly. That was originally how it was, with Rodimus, how he was asking, are we a Destiny community or are we a community of people that play Destiny?
Yeah. I mean, I may play some Starfield in the future, and I might talk about that in a certain channel in our Discord. I don't know. I guess we would, first we would maybe rename our Discord if it's no longer about Destiny, right? That'd probably be the first move, is we'd have to come up with a new name or a new community name or something. I don't know. I won't worry about that until that happens, which I have a lot of faith in Bungie. I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon. So I don't even really see this community as a fully Destiny community anymore, because I'm looking at our players right now, and half our players are playing Diablo right now. One's playing Warframe. I mean, we're gamers, man. We all come together to do what we love to do, and that's game.
Yeah. And I think that's the more important side than...
Absolutely.
Hey,
don't worry. We'll find something to bitch and moan about and argue about. We had we had a Playing Favorites podcast. We pick a subject and we go at it. It doesn't take much for Hazel and I to usually do two different sides of the room to be on. We're
pretty much
two different gamers. So, by the way, you're going to love this. I'm looking at my vault, my Postmaster right now. Guess how many Ascendant golf balls I have in one of my Postmasters?
1.
I have 10 Ascendant shards in one of my Postmasters and 35 Ascendant prisms, enhancement prisms. So, yeah, there we go. I'm gonna have to deal as well. So, yeah, there we go. Coming full. I'm coming all the way back around to our original argument. All right. Well, hey everyone, thank you very much for sending questions in. We see these questions you've sent us, and we'll do our very level best to answer them every week. And I know, Hazel, you're not going to want me to say this, but if you have a question for us about Destiny, don't expect it to be answered right away, but throw it in there. Throw it in our Destiny Questions channel. I just love the fact that people give a shit, that want to send us a question. Yeah. So,
no, I get it completely.
Thank you for that. All right.
This is Totten Mullet. You're listening to Guardian Downcast.
All right, as we always do before we leave the show for tonight, we have our housekeeping and some announcements. We have some special stuff we need to mention here. And the first one, Hazel, let's get announcements out of the way, man. You got anything to announce for this week coming up?
Yeah. Well, maybe not for the week coming up, but I'm giving people some homework here. I'm going to say check out a new game called Bramble. If you have Xbox, it is on Game Pass, so it's free-ish. And it's very similar to, it's like a Celtic version of, or not Celtic, I'm sorry, a Norse version of Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh, okay.
This is a game that, it's super beautiful, and I beat it. Took me like 6-ish hours, and it was absolutely some of the most fun and inspired gameplay that I've seen in probably 7 years.
Okay.
Sorry to say it like that.
Well, yeah. No. Cool.
Yeah. So, there's that. I'm going to throw out another Scrims, for probably about a week, about 2 weeks. Cause I think Blueberry Lounge has theirs coming up this week, or coming up next week. So I'll throw mine out for the week after, and, I'm going to throw a raid out.
Yeah, we're due for a raid.
I need to blow the dust off of some raid and stuff. So.
Yeah, good deal. All right, thanks, Hazel. I have our question of the month for July. And July's wrapping up, everyone, so let's get these in. I know you guys wait till last minute to send them in, but send them to us. Let's go ahead and start adding them up. Let's go ahead and start getting them collected here. Our question of the month for July is this. As the new Bungie showcase is about to show the future of Destiny coming on August 22nd, we want to know what all of your speculation is on what that may be. So, as I said last week, break out that spinful hat and tell us what you think is going to happen at this future of Destiny reveal. We're going to need your answers by next week. Let's say next Thursday. I think we're heading into August. So yeah, we're heading into August. So last week to put them in. Last week, Arisen Phoenix. Last week to put them in. So if with whatever we collect in our speak pipes and our Discord, I've seen the ones that people have been thrown in the Discord. I see you. I get them pinned right away. So you'll be included in the drawing. And what drawing is that, Gatr? We have two drawings. We have one drawing for a $25 Amazon gift card, thanks to our patrons. And we have another drawing for additional podcast merchandise. It could be a t-shirt, coffee mug. We even have mouse pads. I think I just sent that out to Mohawk Angel. So yeah, all kinds of merch and stickers and stuff. I'll give you a personalized card that we had made up for the show. And so yeah, let's hear your answers, everyone. Next week, last week to put them in. All right, we have some new patrons, Hazel, I want to give a shout out to tonight. We have a new fist bump patron. That is Co-Pilot. Thank you, ma'am.
Yay.
Appreciate you. And also a brand new Dungeon Champion patron. And that would be Valorfall. Thank you, sir. We appreciate your help, man.
Thank you.
Want to give a shout out to all of our Dungeon Champion patrons. That would be Scoot, Oh Hey Redneck, Technical, Toll the Bell, Waffle, Raffy, Mullet, Nitro TJ, Darth Noodle, Nico aka Jersey, Crow, Smiter, and now Valorfall. And of course our OG Raid Boss patrons from day one. That's Jealous and Mr. Frostbite. Thank you, gentlemen. We also have our Raid Boss patrons, Shadow Flu and Tim the Toolman Tim. TL Tim. There, got it. Nailed it. First time. We have Nathan and Lucky Shifts. Thank you all for giving back to our community. Really does help. And just a quick thank you to all our patrons out there. You guys know who you are. Giving back to our show and community has really been great. And again, Hazel and I thank you for that. Because of our patrons, you can enjoy our podcast commercial free. So please thank those gold badge members in our Discord if you get the chance. They single-handedly give us the option to not have to look for any sponsors to fund our hobby and keep the show going, and provides all of our merch, gift card giveaways, all the premium tools we use to create the podcast. And hopefully if you're enjoying, what you're hearing tonight in your earbuds and you want to give back to our community, you can go to our Patreon website. That's patreon.com/support Guardian Downcast. Link will be in our description down below. And remember, if you do decide to support our show, give us a gamer tag or a Discord name so we can give you a shout out on the show. That's it, Hazel. That's all I got left. That's a wrap. We have another episode in our collection for our listeners out there. We have 209 other episodes with interviews from gamers all over our community. And don't forget our live show we had last week. Take a look at those, especially if you're just finding out about us. And the only way we grow, folks, is by you telling someone about our show. That's how we grow. So have them join our Discord, have them listen to our show, send them a share link. It's all in the podcast apps or whatever you use out there to listen to our show. And Hazel, if people were to look for you out there, where would they find you, sir?
They would find me in the club. No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
They would find me quick and easy. Hazel NT in all the places.
You can contact me via Twitter, at least for now, at Todd the Gatr, if there still is a Twitter. You can contact me, or you can actually play with me on Steam, PS5.
There's still MySpace, so I think you're good.
Oh, God. Is it X? I think it's called X now. I've lost track, man. Anyway,
what?
They're rebranding to X. Or was that
who? MySpace?
No, not Twitter. Twitter's changed their name, I think.
Yeah, I said there's a MySpace, so.
Oh, I missed that. Sorry. My bad. I'll edit that out. I have a YouTube channel, Todd the Gatr, where I create videos to help new players. And we're just talking about new players. Help them find out and learn about all the little intricacies of this crazy game we all love. Gameplays, opinion. I do some live streaming, sometimes Saturday afternoons, on Monday nights as well. And whenever I have the opportunity to jump on with the community, I'm usually on to stream it. So keep an eye out for that in our live notifications channel of our Discord. I have podcast shorts with little snippets of our podcast that we have every week as well. And this show you're listening to right now posts to the YouTube channel as well. So you can actually listen to our show, even though it's not a video. You can still listen to it. And I have another podcast called the Destiny Help Desk, where it does the same thing as my audio, as my YouTube channel, but helps new players in an audio format in a podcast. So check that out. All right, Hazel. Just rip the Band-Aid off, man. We have a Scumdeth's Corner before we go tonight. So,
Wait.
Uncle Scumdeth, what is going on in the UK today, brother?
Hello, welcome to Scumdeth's Corner. I'd like to say again, congratulations, lads, on the 4 years of doing this podcast. Been fantastic. Entertains everybody every week, Monday mornings, beautiful. But yeah, Gatr, I do forgive you, mate. Don't worry about it. It was funny as fuck. You gave me a right good laugh.
Awesome.
But I think the lads,
I felt bad.
They gave you bunny all the way through that episode.
Oh, they do, man. They did.
It was funny, but it was not deserved. So they're evil bastards in my eyes. So don't worry about that, mate.
Love it.
But yeah, let's get back to the Scumdeth's Corner. Oh God, right. I was in the work van with my apprentice. Apprentice is sat next to me, sat to the left of me. We're going up the road. We're driving to the next site, and I'm coming up on my left-hand side. There's a minibus, and I could see that the driver is on their mobile phone. This woman. I'm like, hey, I'm not having that. I'm a motorcyclist, so people who are on their mobile phones when they're driving, they're the type of people who can knock me off my motorcycle. So I don't have it. I really don't like it. So as I'm coming up to her, I'm sneaking up on the right-hand side of her, and so I put the window down and I shouted at her. I said, "Oi, what are you doing on your mobile phone? I've got you. I've seen you." I thought, yep, then I'll carry on driving. I was like, oh yeah, I tell you what, if I was a policeman now, I'd be like that. Yep, well, blue lights, £200 fine, please. Lovely, you're done. But so I moved on ahead of her, and then I got stuck in traffic again. And the van was coming up. The traffic on the left-hand side of me was coming up, and it was freer, so she's driving up to my left-hand side. And I couldn't really look, but they've gone past us, and my apprentice just said to me, he's like, "Do you realise that minibus is a German minibus?" And what do you mean? He's like, their actual steering wheels are on the left-hand side of the vehicle, not on the right-hand side. So you've just shouted abuse at someone for being on their mobile phone in the passenger seat. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? He's like, no, you just given someone buddy just for being on their phone whilst they're not driving. You couldn't write this shit. That's the first ever time I've ever caught anybody on their mobile phone, and I've had a chance to go, oi, fuck you. But no, I shouted at a passenger. That's just my luck, that is. But yeah, so that was my foible this week. That's what I've been up to. So anyway, I love you all, and let's go. Yo!
This man never disappoints, I tell you. I'm sure they said in German, what the fuck is this guy yelling at? Oh, shit.
That was the best.
That was a good one. That's a top 10 right there, Uncle Scumdeth. Good job, man.
Easily. Thank
you for forgiving me. If you didn't catch the live show, go back and listen to it. Yeah, it was embarrassing for me. I referenced something that was, whoa, I was so wrong.
It was glorious.
I just don't listen to Pantera, man. I never did as a kid. Never mind. Hey, everyone, remember, we only get one playthrough in this life, so make it count. And more importantly, hey, be good to your fellow Guardians in the Destiny-verse.
The weight of the world was on your shoulders, and still you triumphed. Marvelous.
Thank you all so very much for listening. And later, Guardian.
Get toddled.
You did it right away. Sweet.
See? Yeah, I mixed it up a little.
Thank you, man. Hey, that was a good conversation tonight.
Yeah. Surprised the shit out of me, too. Fully back in your pants, man. You're not wrong. I mean, I think that.
Wait, can you get closer to the mic when you said that? I didn't hear you.
All right, just chew on your Werthers, okay?
Fine. Let me get another one.
1 second. Werthers. You know, you're not going to go out day one and go like, you know what, I'm going to fucking start watching some goddamn birds.
All right, so that means it's time for This Week
At Bungie.
in Destiny.
Oh, wait.
Nice try. Nice try.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
What? Did I say something?
No, we're fine.
That would be the ultimate kumbaya moment, Mr. Monkey.
There you go. Mr.
All the
Monkey.
dead guardians chime together.